here we go. I know the number one question is going to be, what is the story with my contract? I had a meeting with management yesterday with the new general manager. So what is the status? What is going on?
MJ's contract countdown. MJ's contract countdown.
Well, listen, the plain truth is my contract expires at 11:59 p.m. on December 31st. So a couple of weeks from now, New Year's Eve. You know, while Ryan Seacrest, that hack, is in Times Square.
Hey, don't call me a hack.
Hey, Ryan Seacrest.
Amazingly, he stays consistently employed.
With like 1,000 jobs.
1,000.
I don't get that guy. I really don't. Listen, when somebody's talented, when somebody is really, really good, man, I'm the first to praise them, man. That's good stuff right there. I just don't get the whole Ryan Seacrest thing. I find him to be one of the most mediocre individuals in broadcasting that I've ever seen. Radio-wise, I'm like, well, his morning show is like, ugh,
It's amazing.
you know, in Los Angeles.
He's no Rick Dees, okay?
No, he's no Rick Dees.
No disco duck.
Yeah, he doesn't have that going on. All right, so the deal with my contract is this. I do have an offer. I was presented with an offer yesterday, and I have to just decide whether I want to take the offer. So that's where things stand. So I can't really elaborate any more than that unless I start reading the contract offer over the air. But I have an offer, and I need to decide whether I'm going to take it. I need to I need to soul search and see if it's something I'm interested in. So,
how'd you like Ron?
Well, I've already had numerous encounters with Ron.
Well, this was like your first sit-down negotiation type encounter.
That would be true. So, yeah, I like the guy. I think the guy's good. So, Ron DeCastrate. What is his name? What is it?
DeCastro?
DeCastro?
No, it's DeCastrate.
DeCastrate, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, well,
Yeah.
anyway,
you
slice
were right
it.
the first time.
Whatever the real name is, that's not going to be what his name. On the air, he's going to be Ron DeCastrate. So, yeah, the guy's cool. I mean, I like the guy. I mean, so far, so good. I think he's being honest. I think we're seeing his personality. He seems like a cool guy. You know, because we had a general manager change in October. We got a new general manager, and it's the new guy, Ron, and that's who I'm dealing with now.
Okay, so if you say, oh, yeah, I have to do some soul searching, I have to figure this out if I'm going to accept this,
Yeah.
and then you package that with, like, yeah, not really a fan of the new guy, then I would be more concerned. But
No,
that's a good thing.
I have nothing negative thus far regarding the new guy, the new general manager.
Yeah, business is just business.
Man, I got into the car, and that's when I realized it.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Who wants to come sniff me?
I don't want to because I know what it is.
What's going down?
Come here, Froggy, sniff me. Come here.
Does the M smell for mildew? I don't want to smell you.
All right, Roxanne, what's wrong?
It sat in your shirt, sat in the washing machine too long before it went into the dryer.
What the hell? Can I not get anyone to do the laundry at my house properly? I have wet laundry washing machine smell, or it sits in a basket or in the washer. You know what I'm talking about?
Just day old laundry where it's just it's not moldy. It just smells a little musty.
It's the wet laundry smell, and it's when you don't put your stuff in the dryer right away, and it either sits in the tub in the washing machine, or it gets taken out and it's sitting in a plastic laundry basket, and it just gets that wet laundry funk. And that's what I have, and I didn't realize it until I got in the car, and I guess I was able to be in like one spot sitting there for a little bit of time, sniffing myself, and that's when the wet shirt laundry smell hit me.
Ugh, I hate that.
I hate that. Oh, speaking of crap hitting me, this morning on the way in, I was behind, what are those Venezia trucks? Have you seen those? Do they pronounce it like the Italians, like Venice? Do they go Venezia or do they go Venezia? is that a rock hauling company, or what do they have, potash in there, or what do they have, phosphates? What, those haulers that it's not a tanker, but it looks like a tanker. It's not so they haul gasoline as well, right? Okay.
I think I found their website.
Yeah,
is this the logo?
Yeah, so Fester's on the website for Venezia or Venezia, Venezia.
I mean, it looks like
It's like Italian for Venice.
they haul a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so
They
they
have
got
asphalt, food grade products, liquid products, propane gas.
propane, plastic resin.
Wait, they have food and gas?
Well, different trucks.
Right.
The
Yeah,
same
they
truck
don't-
doesn't do both
They
things.
don't put the milk in the gas tanker. They have the food grade tankers. But it was
The actual drivey part of the tanker could do
I
anything.
I see there the drivey part. You're talking about the tractor part,
I just wanted to be Roxanne specific.
the drivey part.
Well, she knew
I knew what he
meant.
meant.
Anyway, I was behind that right there. It's that truck, the one that just went by in the video on their website.
All right, the one in the video.
It's not like a regular gasoline tanker, but it is like a tanker-looking thing.
Okay.
And I was, I don't know, a couple of 100 feet behind it, and all of a sudden, and I get the hit on my windshield. I'm like, son of a bitch! Come on, and it wasn't hard enough. You can hear. You can hear, and I'm such an expert now on windshields getting smashed and cracked by road debris and hazards and rocks and stones and all that crap, especially on the Howard Franklin Bridge, since I've had, 5 chips in the last couple of months. Finally had to replace the windshield a week and a half ago, and I'm on the Howard Franklin coming in when all of a sudden I hear it on my windshield. I'm like, oh, my God. But I felt a little bit of comfort knowing that it just didn't sound like the BAM! That usually causes the chip. So upon initial inspection while driving and while I was driving in the dark, so far, I don't think my window is chipped. I don't think it, but it came off of one of those Venezia tanker trucks. I don't know what they haul in those things. Is that like sulfur or something?
No, they haul a little bit of everything. In those ones with the the V's.
Yes,
in them,
yeah.
I think those are grain because
They're not driving grain around St. Petersburg on 275
or sand or something. Because
grain. Yeah, they just came from the wheat fields over in Dunedin.
It's either a sand or a grain because they go over like a grid and then they drop it and it goes down to the conveyor and gets shipped.
Well, you're an expert on these trucks
Yeah,
now.
how
All
do
of a
you
sudden,
know?
Okay, I
Yeah.
saw
You're
Modern Marvels,
expert
guys.
over here,
It's
yeah.
a show.
Yeah,
Check it out.
yeah. Hey, the Hess truck's back.
Ooh, I got to get the new one. I have every one ever made.
That's true. Hold on, you haven't gotten the new one yet?
Not yet.
Well, dude, what if they're sold out?
I usually get 4 of them. So I package 2 of them and 2 to open and present and display.
Dude, it's the commercial started running like over a month ago in November.
Yeah, I need to pick those up.
You might be
I think
out
it's
of luck.
the double race car this year, huh? Pretty awesome.
You might be SOL, man. You might be too late. You might
No.
have to pay aftermarket prices on eBay or something.
That's
All right, just getting rolling, folks. It is a busy Thursday morning. I will get the secondary classic crotchety call that Fester was asking for yesterday. The Christmas-related crotchety call. It's sold out. Look at this. Fester's on the website. It says sold out. Hold on. We'll deal with that next. All right, MJ Morning Show Q105 back in a second.
All right, here we go. Better news, that accident eastbound I-4 coming out of the downtown Tampa interchange. That was
of the room. I don't think Froggy heard the bad news, so I think we must break the bad news to Froggy right now. Froggy, are you prepared for this?
What's the bad news?
It has to do with this.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Racing hot rods this year. The Hess truck's here.
Okay.
Dude. Fester, would you like to break the news to Froggy?
I mean, this is according to the official Hess Truck website,
Yep.
HessToyTruck.com.
Uh-huh.
Sold out.
You shitting me?
Dude!
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Dude, I just dumped that. What is the matter with you?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Holy.
Oh, so,
Are you kidding me?
all right. So,
Dude.
Did I say it? I think I said, are you kidding?
No,
No.
you said, are you S-ing me? Are you...
I need to
Dude,
get
you
one.
just... Oh, my God.
I'm so sorry about that.
Don't you get?
I blacked out.
Doesn't your dad get them too, or something?
Hold on,
You think
yeah,
He
your
was
dad has
relying
one?
on me.
You blacked out?
When you told me that, like, I was like,
all right.
I go to another place.
The Hess truck is sold out.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Racing hot rods this year.
No, it's
Oh.
sold out. Fester went to the Hess truck website.
Hess Toy Truck.
Because remember, they
.com.
used to sell them at Hess stations. Remember, we used to have Hess stations all around, and there are no more Hess stations, right? They're gone.
There's one. Oh, actually, they just switched that one.
Yeah, I don't think.
What did they switch him to?
But a couple of years back, I don't. Was it maybe 4 or 5 years?
They were all over the place.
Yeah. But then, like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, they started selling the Hess trucks only online. And folks, if you don't know the background on the Hess truck and the Froggy family, is it your father that started?
Yeah, he started it. He got the very first one.
And what year was that? Like in the 60s?
Yeah, like 65, I think, is when they started, right around then.
Froggy has every single Hess truck. The Froggy family, his father, every single Hess truck since Oh, look at this. We're on the website. It's 1964-65.
You can
Yeah,
sort it by
those were the-
decade.
Those are the cool green ones back. They had the tanker, the gas tanker.
for many.
Yeah, I have 4 of each of those.
Holy crap. And now you missed out. You're going to have to buy them aftermarket. You're going to have to buy them all jacked up on eBay or something.
No, I can't. I can't buy jacked up Hess trucks. They need to be
Well,
mint.
why wouldn't you buy them? Why wouldn't you?
Why
Why wouldn't you go to the website and place the order in November when they became available?
Usually, I rely on my dad for it, and this year my dad was like, "I thought you were taking care of it," and it's just a miscommunication.
Well, Fester's on the Hess website, and then there's a big old, when you go to the page, it just says sold out. What is it? HessToyTruck.com. It just says sold out.
That's the first thing on the website.
What are these
It's
people doing?
the Hess people? Oh,
I mean, they probably buy them for their kids, and the kids smash them and don't even respect them.
or it's a bunch of grown men who collect toys and think that's like their fortune.
Yeah, they are sold out, dude.
Damn
So
it,
you're going to have to
man.
make some alternative methods to get a hold of this year's Hess truck so there's not an interruption in your family's maniacal kind of sicko collection.
Maniacal, Mr. I have a radio in the hall.
Can you
Yes.
put that into a sentence I understand,
You
please?
have a radio hall filled with musty radios.
I do have a little hallway at my
Musty radios.
Yeah, at least I don't have a hallway of Hess trucks.
with antique
Yeah.
radios.
Froggy did just do a post about his Hess truck collection, and I hope that post didn't jinx it because I read your post and I was like, oh, wow, this is him and his dad's thing. They are into
Yes,
this.
if you want to learn about some of my Hess trucks, check out my web post about it.
And where the hell's that? At mjmorningshow.com?
Yeah, and the addendum that there
Wow.
might not be a new one this year for the
Hey.
first time ever.
For the early, you need to add that.
Yeah,
Damn it.
update.
Update, updated this morning at 6:25 a.m. on Thursday, December the 15th, 2022. Froggy procrastinated, didn't order the Hess truck, and now they're sold out.
I miss when you could just go up to a Hess and get it. Those were the days.
That's what I'm saying. I used to be able to go to a Hess station, but I haven't seen a Hess station in the Tampa Bay area for a while. All right, I'm going to play a piece of audio here for the early crowd. Because, I don't know, maybe the it might be a little risque for, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. 9.
Yeah, no worse than what Froggy just did.
What is it, like ooh, ah, Is it like that?
Chow
or is
Chang?
it more
No,
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah.
no,
Ooh, ah,
no,
that's
it's
right.
like,
Ew,
Okay,
stop.
okay. Too risque.
No, give me more.
A L.A. sheriff's deputy.
And L.A.
I'm sorry. Can I?
No.
And L.A.
What?
You say and, not A-L-A.
What are you-
God.
I'm correcting
All
your grammar.
All right, thank you. An L.A. or A.L.A., whatever. A sheriff's deputy was caught having sex, and they somehow keyed the microphone on their police radio, so the sounds went over the airwaves of the L.A. County Sheriff's Office, and then you can hear the dispatcher saying, "Open mic, open mic."
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
That's great.
This
All
is
right,
awesome.
You've got to hear this. And apparently they've been fired. Is that the update here? Here's the story. L.A. Sheriff's deputy caught in sex romp on duty with open radio capturing the sound. A Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy under investigation for apparently having sex on the job. Well, that's what it sounds like. I don't know what else they're doing. The audio, which was first obtained by TMZ, is heard over the L.A. Sheriff's Department airwaves this past weekend. We're told it came from a rookie female deputy working at the Men's Central Jail that night.
Uh-oh.
It sounds like during a break in her shift. Now, law enforcement sources tell us the deputy went out to a parking structure that night, and her bosses believe that she accidentally engaged her radio while she was getting down. Eventually realized the microphone was open and shut it down. But, well, a little too late for that.
Yeah, they record everything, right?
Now, there was another incident where this happened and the deputy was fired. So this deputy not fired yet. That's what I had read. That a previous situation some time ago resulted in a deputy getting fired for having sexual relations, accidentally keying the mic for the police radio and broadcasting the audio. That individual was fired. So they've launched an internal investigation. Sounds like she was having an internal investigation going on. And
Nice.
I get it.
potential punishments could range from suspension to firing. And an L.A. County Sheriff's deputy was caught doing something similar. That was at Universal Studios, I believe. I think I read that they were, seriously, a deputy sheriff was at the Bates Motel set at the back lot at Universal out in the Valley, out in California, out, near Burbank.
Yes.
And same kind of deal. And I thought that deputy was fired. All right. Are you ready for the early audio here?
Please.
This is what it sounded like.
Oh, God.
Yep. Was that a curse in there?
What?
She's
Hold on.
not
Hold on.
sexy sounding.
Hold on. Was that a curse? I think I just dumped another curse word.
All I heard was,
Yeah, I mean, she sounds like that reporter who fell out of the grape stomping bucket and was gasping for air after she.
I can't breathe.
Like that.
Sounds like a yak.
Here's a little more.
Especially with an open mic, so you're like, oh.
All right, do you hear that? You hear the dispatcher comes on, open mic, and then the dispatcher starts getting frantic because this is going over the airwaves, and all of the L.A. County Sheriff's deputies on this frequency can hear this.
95 Ocean, you have an open mic. 95 Ocean, open mic.
95 Ocean open mic, and they know it's all coded, so dispatch knows what radio it's coming from.
Old 95 Ocean.
95 Ocean. 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12. See the man. 95 Ocean is getting it on.
95 Ocean.
You hear the 95 Ocean. Now, who was she doing this with? I mean, did she sneak an inmate out? Was it another deputy? I mean, who?
Interesting.
She was getting it on in a vehicle in a parking garage at the detention facility.
I don't think she's a bad back.
I'd be like, ugh.
So, from suspension all the way to firing, what's going to happen to 95 Ocean?
I mean, I need more details.
That's her call sign. So her unit is 95 Ocean. And
Riding the high tide on that one.
Exactly.
So that's something that like news stations have access to, right? Don't they have the dispatch, the radio up in there in the news stations, in the newsrooms to be able to?
A lot of news
right.
stations will have scanners. And,
Scanners.
You know, sometimes though, in the last decade plus, some of the frequencies have been digitally scrambled and they're encrypted. So some frequencies are open for the public to hear,
Right.
some are not. Sure as hell sounds like that was open for the public to hear.
She was open.
Yeah, a couple
If
things were open.
95 Oceans are rocking, don't come and knocking.
Jeez.
Yes, Fester?
No, I'm just looking. There's a police scanner app that you
Yeah.
can put on your phone. You can listen to police banter all day long from all around the country.
Oh, yeah. You're right. There's a website, there's an app.
That's
and
crazy.
You can choose the city,
Mm-hmm.
and is it like Broadcastify or something? I think that might be. There's some website, I think Broadcastify or whatever the story
You
is.
said police banter, but I think that was police panter.
Ooh.
Panting.
Panting.
Police panting, yeah.
Pants off panting.
It's a joke.
All right, we'll follow this,
Yeah.
but that's the audio. 95 Ocean. 95 Ocean. And then on there somewhere, apparently she says, "You're going to rip my underwear."
Yeah.
Was that one of the things that we didn't understand?
That might have been the jarble in the beginning of it.
Yeah, you're gonna rip my underwear. What's going on over there? Look at the traffic cam. Downtown Tampa. All right, so on 275 in downtown Tampa, looks like there's a spun out red car, and it's all smashed up, and parts are all over the road.
Oh, these cars, I've seen cars spin outs frequently lately. You get in that fast lane, you spin out, you hit that wall.
Oh.
Well, the conditions are fine. The rain hasn't started yet.
Yeah, today's supposed to be a rainy day.
Yeah, we're
90%
supposed to get
chance of rain.
nasty, nasty stuff. We're supposed to have some thunderstorms, lightning, wind. So around midday, like noonish, they're saying the weather's supposed to get bad. What was that, Andrew?
It'll probably enter Pasco around 11.
Okay. All right. So we're supposed to get some nasty weather rolling through. So heads up, everybody. 6:34. It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Early morons of the news. We'll do it next. So don't move. Now, I just said don't move. But what if... right, time for the early morons of the news on the MJ Morning Show, 642. MJ and the crew here. Oh, if you are just tuning in, or if you heard what happened and you heard the dump on the air over the broadcast frequency, 104.7 FM, if you missed that, Froggy dropping the S-bomb because of the fact that the Hess truck is sold out. If you missed that, it does remain on the stream, meaning the, our stream doesn't get dumped. So
no, it doesn't.
The podcast, it will remain, as well as the video portion of the MJ Morning Show, which you can watch and replay later on YouTube. And, of course, that's MJ TV. So you can watch us live on video. We've got multiple cameras in the studio. You get to watch the show live if you choose. And, of course, MJMorningshow.com. You click on MJ TV, and you can watch the live stream when we're on 6 to 10 a.m., or you can go back and watch the show later at any time and watch archive shows. So what was it, about 6:20 this morning, 6:22 this morning? Froggy just blasted out an S-bomb.
Well, you caught me off guard,
What do you mean
first
I
of
caught-
all.
Listen,
you got to warn me when you're going to ruin and shock my world like that.
All right, we had some breaking news for Froggy. Apparently, he did not know this, MJ.
That the Hess truck was sold out, and Froggy's family has collected every Hess truck since 1964, 65, when the first Hess truck toy came out.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever.
And Froggy dropped the S-bomb. He said, "You bleeping me?" And I'm like, dude, we're on the air. So I did hit the dump button, so we pulled it off of the FM broadcast waves, which that's where the FCC has regulatory authority, but it will remain on the podcast. We're keeping it real, baby, as well as on video as well. All right, MJ Morning Show on Q105. Let's do the early chunk of the morons in the news. Man, this is awful. A golfer has been hospitalized with a severe brain injury after being attacked with a club over a golf dispute in Memphis, Tennessee.
You must have took a driver to the head, right?
Well, listen, I think whether it's a putter, a driver,
Well, they're all dangerous here, right?
a wedge, I don't know if there's any better club that, maybe a wood.
I'm trying to
Well,
think of which one would get to your brain.
A driver would hurt because that's what you
Yes.
you use a driver to hit with power.
Right. A driver would hurt, but aren't those like wood heads or composite heads versus like a metal chunk like a wedge or a putter?
Yeah,
right?
a wedge will destroy you.
I mean,
Like an iron, like a 9-iron, right?
You're asking, do you want to get hit with a metal pipe or a baseball bat, essentially? Wood or metal?
They're all going to suck.
Really?
That's a good point, actually.
Well, occasionally I get good points out.
They're all going to hurt.
I'll take the graphite over the wedge.
Seriously. I mean, you want Big Bertha upside your brain?
This is awful. Listen to this. According
if
to
I hit
Memphis
you with
police, Wes, can I help you?
Yes, I was
You're
sending.
just- you're
I
just
was sending Doug a
doing-
text message. I said, "What kind of club, if I hit you in the head with a golf club, would hurt the worst?"
Do you need to turn your headphones on? Do you not hear
No,
when
I was
we talk?
texting so I could be
Just-
part of the conversation and
But
have
you're
a
just
good- he
talking
knows
in the
more
middle
about
of our
golf clubs than you do.
sentences. I'm just trying to figure this
Turn the
out.
mic off when you.
All right. So, according to Memphis police, Wesley Caldwell, 22, struck Mark Coleman in the head with a club on December 3rd after Coleman went to retrieve a ball that was hit near the hole that Caldwell was playing at, the links at Whitehaven in the Memphis, Tennessee area. Caldwell reportedly threw Coleman's ball before striking the left side of his head with a club as Coleman tried to walk away. What the hell? Coleman became disoriented, was taken to the hospital for emergency surgery because he had bleeding on the brain.
Yeah.
He has significant brain injuries. Caldwell was charged with aggravated assault on Monday, released on a $5,000 bond. Why wasn't that attempted murder?
Yeah. How is that not?
Coleman's family has been outspoken about the bond they say was nowhere near serious enough. Yeah, if you whip somebody upside the head with a golf club and they're in the hospital with severe brain bleeding and they need surgery, I would say that a $5,000 bond is just a little too light.
If you want to add some context to this, Tiger Woods was beaten with a 9-iron by his wife.
By his wife, yes.
I don't think he took a shot to the head.
No, he
though,
did not. I think he was probably cracked over the shoulders, the back.
The car
She-
got the run of it.
Mhm,
Yeah,
she battered him. Yeah.
The hood was taken to a local hospital for
He's still recovering.
for brain damage. But can you imagine this? You got two players playing, and this guy Coleman goes to retrieve a ball hit near a hole that this guy Caldwell was playing at. So you got Coleman and Caldwell, and then one guy gets aggravated and throws the guy's ball and then whacks him over the head with a golf club.
It's just escalating violence here, or escalating tensions.
So he threw the ball to get him to go get the ball to distract him, make him turn around so he can get the club and whack him.
I don't know, but this is just a horrific story. I mean,
Premeditated.
how do you get that angry? Isn't golf supposed to be relaxing?
Yeah, they get after it, those guys.
Yeah, I mean, these guys probably been drinking half their day. It's hot out there, or whatever. They're at their wits' end.
You
I'm
can
not
tell.
I'm not a golfer, so I don't understand the golfing etiquette crap. I don't play the game. I really don't care for the game. But tell you what, if there's a story of a golfer getting whacked over the head with a golf club, that's going to make the morons in the news.
Roxanne plays golf.
Yeah.
I do. You can tell a lot about a human being's temperament, just how they are in life when you play golf with them, because there are a lot of people that are just wired up and ready to lose their temper the whole time, and then a lot of people are just laid back.
People like that in the fishing world, too. You know, they'll
Yeah.
roll up at you and they'll be like, you know, yell at you, get off my spot, you
Now,
son of a bitch.
Fishing is supposed to be relaxing.
It's
But some people aren't, right?
No.
All right,
Fishermen
so
are like,
you've had some bad encounters on the water?
oh, yeah.
All right, well, hold on. Share a couple of those encounters.
Well, I had a guy who was, me and Lou were fishing Lake Tarpon, and he was far away, and me and Lou, we started fishing right by the dock, and we're working our ways, and he comes right up to us and cuts us off and starts fishing our spot, but away from us, so he's taking up all of our fishing spot. You know what I'm saying? He's ruining all of our fishing.
Right.
And so Lou is like, what's your problem, dude?
So he zoomed up on you.
Yeah.
You guys were like anchored,
Yeah.
and you're in your spot. You're
Yeah.
in your fishing hole.
Yeah.
And then this guy kind of zooms into your spot.
It takes it, and then so I'm like, screw this, let's go south or whatever. So we take
Now,
off.
how does that work? Now, I'm also not a fisherman. I'm a scuba diver. I do multiple things, but I don't play golf, and I don't I don't fish. So what is the unwritten rule, or how close can you get to somebody else's boat or spot? How does that work?
If somebody's on a spot and they're drifting left and they're fixing to fish 200 yards and you know which way they're going.
Is there a right of way? Is there like an unwritten? Is there like a rule? Like a courtesy, fishing courtesy?
And you're not supposed to fly by or get close because the wake will ruin the fishing and there's all kinds of unwritten rules.
You guys not have an anchor?
No, we troll. We troll. And so I go, forget this, Lou, let's go south. And so we took off. This guy starts chasing us.
Really?
Like this. Cuts in front of my bow, like that, almost hits us.
Really?
He ends up living on the lake, so I see him go to his house. I go, screw this, let's go. So I go up to his dock, and I just start yelling at him, you son of a bitch, I'm going to call the police. And, that's just one instance.
Well, there you go. Froggy is not part of Morons in the News.
No.
Did you have a golf club by any chance on your boat? Or a shotgun?
I had an anchor I could have hit him with.
Hey, when we get back, Morons continue. I've got a problematic Christmas story. I mean, such a cheerful, happy Christmas item. And you do this with this happy, cheerful Christmas item. Don't do this with a happy, cheerful Christmas item. What? I'll tell you next. Don't move. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. If you're looking for an... MJ Morning Show. Hey, everybody. We appreciate you listening to the MJ Morning Show. Make sure you listen as long as you can. If you listen to the show every day, listen a little bit longer because you never know what you're going to miss. Or don't forget the MJ Morning Show podcast. You can go back and listen to what you miss, MJ TV. Because if you love what you hear when you listen, imagine what you're missing when you don't get to listen. So if you can listen a little bit longer every morning, have at it. We'd love to have you. Simple as that. All right, 7:02. This is sacrilegious. This is very, very troublesome. This is very bothersome. This was very disturbing to me, especially during the holiday season. And I have a mugshot. Okay. I have a mugshot which I'd like you all to see.
All right.
Husband arrested for allegedly throwing Christmas tree at his wife.
Oh.
Don't throw the Christmas tree.
The whole tree?
Whatever you do not throw the Christmas tree at your wife, please. All right. We don't need to change these lyrics, okay? Come on. Throwing around the Christmas tree.
At the Christmas party hop.
We don't need that. Don't throw the Christmas tree around. And I would like to thank the Villages News for alerting me to this story. This is up in the Villages.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I've got questions about this tree.
Yeah.
Does the story go into any detail about the tree? Is it a real tree?
Let me give you the fact pattern as I have it.
Okay.
A husband's been arrested for allegedly throwing a Christmas tree at his wife. How's it allegedly? You either threw the tree or you didn't throw the tree.
Well, maybe he's saying he didn't throw it.
All right, well, that's fair. Richard Daniel Atchison, 52, of Fruitland Park. This is like the second item we've had in the last couple of days from Fruitland Park. What is that, Marion County? Or was that?
Yeah, good job, Fruitland Park.
It's Lake County? Thank you. It's Lake County, Andrew tells me. He was arrested on Monday night at their home on charges of battery, false imprisonment, and violation of an injunction. Here's the story. Everyone gather around. It's time for a little Christmas time story here. His wife had been cooking for them when she asked Atchison for help. Her request then caused some type of an altercation and an argument. It escalated when Atchison was accidentally splashed with dishwater.
Oh, no, I hate that.
Oh, boy. And then he started yelling and screaming. The police report says that he shoved his wife and then he grabbed the Christmas tree and heaved it at his wife. And heaved it at his wife. I can write a song here.
Jingle bells. Is that what you're doing?
I think so.
Rocking around,
No.
throwing around the Christmas tree. Hit my wife right in her head. I almost knocked her out. Unfortunately, she wasn't dead.
All right.
Wow.
You got some building blocks there.
Yes.
He grabbed the Christmas tree, heaved it at his wife, causing the decorative tree to break in half. So it sounds like maybe it was an artificial tree.
Yes. I am a fan of artificial tree.
Yeah, we're artificial.
Yeah.
I think I want to be artificial.
A real one is such a pain.
Yeah, I got a story for you about something that happened in our house with my real one this year.
Really? Hold on to that thought because
Okay.
I'm curious. I want to hear that. When the wife attempted to leave the home, she tried to flee because he's raging. He has like Christmas rage all of a sudden. He's throwing the tree at her head. She tries to leave. He then blocks her path and then forces her into the corner. The cops from the Fruitland Park Police, they arrive. And by the way, during the Christmas season, the Fruitland Park Police, they bring fruitcakes to all calls.
Ooh,
Yes.
because of the fruit.
Yes.
Why don't they bring fruit?
They wear it on their belt.
Bananas
They
instead of guns.
They've got a fruit hat like Miss Cleo.
Fruitcake.
They wear that during the holidays.
Fruitcake, it doesn't make sense. It's just fruit. Why fruit cake?
Because it's Fruitland Police.
It's the
holidays.
Fruit land.
Anyway.
Oh, the holidays. Yeah.
So there was, I guess they discovered there was a no contact order issued against Atchison due to a previous domestic battery incident. So why did she allow him in the house anyway?
I love him.
He wasn't supposed to be there. Again, it's like an episode of Cops. But I love him.
I love him.
You know, meanwhile, the woman just got battered. The husband's in cuffs, stuffed in the back of the car. He's got literally the wife beater T-shirt on.
Don't
It's all
take 'em.
stained with ketchup and everything. But I love him. Please don't take him away. No. He's in the back with his ribbed wife beater shirt on. The whole
I'll be
deal.
back, honey. Don't worry about it.
Just
Post my bond.
bond me out. Exactly. Post my bond. Get me out of here. But come on, that's sacrilegious. Don't throw such a joyful item as a Christmas tree at somebody's head, for crying out loud. And here is the subsequent follow-up to this story. What does a guy look like that throws a Christmas tree at his wife?
That's a good question.
Yeah, let's see.
Would you like to know what a guy looks like who throws a Christmas tree at his wife? If you go to mjmorningshow.com right now, go to stories mentioned on the MJ Morning Show, and there is the mugshot of a guy that throws a Christmas tree at his wife. And you know what?
Wow.
That is exactly what I would expect a guy to look like that throws a Christmas tree at
Yes,
his wife.
A methed out Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
If Santa had a younger brother who's really down on his luck,
Look how
Hollowed
withdrawn.
out,
Look
yeah.
how withdrawn like his face is. And yes, Andrew.
Except for his hair, he looks like the neighbor from Home Alone.
well,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Oh, you know what?
the shovel man.
The creepy neighbor that Macaulay Culkin was scared of that actually turned out to be a great guy.
My daughter died.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, you know, you're
He
right.
does look like that guy.
All
Is
right.
it him?
All right, folks,
A younger version.
if you want to see what a wacko looks like that throws a Christmas tree at his wife and already has some restraining orders or no contact orders against him, he looks exactly like what you think he's going to look like. And the mugshot is on our website, mjmorningshow.com. Just click on the top of the page where it says Stories Mentioned on the MJ Morning Show. Go to Stories Mentioned by the MJ Morning Show. Click on that, and then you can see the mugshot of this dude. Hey, another question for you guys. This is fast. Oh, you have a story.
Yes, I do.
All right, hold on. Let me hear this first before I move on.
Okay.
All right. So you've got a Christmas tree. Did you get hit in the head? Did Dig Dug throw the Christmas tree at you?
Well, let me tell you. Okay,
Oh,
so
my God. Is this a special edition of
Roxanne
Doug knows you can't feed the tree with White Claw, right?
Yeah.
It has to be water.
Do you have a live tree or an artificial tree?
Live.
it's live. Okay, this really is.
So you
got to
fill the water in the tree
Yeah,
holder.
I know,
But
I know.
Froggy's got a good question. Does he fill it with White Claw?
Here you go, tree. It's going to be a good night.
It's going to be a good night.
hey, it's the holidays.
So
What happened?
So Doug comes home with the girls with the tree. They went to pick it out, and I hate this tree. It's the worst tree ever. It looks like it has, for lack of a better description, like Peyronie's disease at the top, like the branch
Oh, it
is
bends.
completely bent.
How do you know?
So-
have you ever dealt with Peyronie's
No,
disease?
you guys make reference
Are-
to it in
are we-
jokes all the time. And-
are we pronouncing that properly?
No, it's Peyronie's.
Is it Peyronie's disease?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So like you put the angel on top, and the angel is like off
You've
kilter.
got an angel on a bent Peyronie's
It's
disease.
terrible.
That's
It's terrible.
sacrilegious as well.
So the angel's sideways, just hanging there like
Yes,
this?
yes.
Hanging
So-
on for her life.
So I'm like, Doug, I hate this tree. And he's like, this is the one the girls wanted. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
So
And
your girls picked out a bum tree?
Man,
right?
They run the show over there, boy.
So
They
he
do.
can never, we can never get it. He can never, because that's not my job. I mean, I'll stand there and hold it, but I'm not like handy.
You're holding
So,
the Peyronie's disease?
I'm holding the middle part of the branch, and he's
Okay,
trying to tighten
gotcha.
it in there.
But
and
she's
it's,
not handy.
I'm not handy. And so it's like off kilter. It's going to fall all the time. I kept telling him that. So to prove my point, and it really did happen. It started to fall while I was putting the lights on, and they weren't home. So Doug comes home with the girls, and I pretended like I was dead under the tree, and I put the tree on top of me.
When was this?
So the girls came in first. I'm like, girls, I'm not dead, but go
So
tell Daddy I
you're
am.
trying to scare the crap out of your kids
No,
by
not
you
my kids.
lying
Doug.
under a tree?
Not my kids, just Doug.
But
Just
wait a
Doug.
minute. So they came in first,
Yeah, the
but
kids
didn't
run
they
through-
didn't
run
they
through the
see
door
you
first, and I was
splayed
like,
out?
I'm fine. Yeah. They saw the tree on top of me. I'm like, I'm fine, but go tell Daddy. And then I just lied there for a while.
Jeez, this is unbelievable.
What goes on in your house, man? I'm telling
What
you.
did Doug say?
I mean, I thought I scared him to fix it, But then I go, can you please make this right? Can you please make it stand up straight? Then I got it all decorated and it still wasn't straight. And guess what? In the middle of the night,
It fell over?
it fell over. And it was the weirdest feeling because I was lying there in bed. I was asleep. And then my dream, something crashed in my dream. And then I woke up and I heard crash, like all the ornaments shattered. It was the weirdest
Hold on.
thing.
Wait a second.
Yes.
You're saying that you heard a crash in your dream even
First.
before the actual crash of the tree falling
Yes,
over?
yes.
You
And
had
I
a
was,
premonition?
yes.
What was the crash in your dream? What caused the crash in your dream?
I don't know, somebody smashing a shelf of antiques or something like that.
You're clairvoyant?
That
Yeah.
is.
Now, but I
Can you say
think-
that again, please?
Well, I just wondering if she's a clairvoyant because she's
it's not-
premonition.
I mean, she had a dream.
It's not clairvoyant. It's
Clairvoyant.
It's
Clairvoyant.
clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. Okay,
It's
yeah.
clairvoyant. There's no clam chowder in this. It's not clam.
Yeah.
Froggy thinks it's clamvoyant.
Sounds
no,
good to me.
Clairvoyant. So you have a smash in the dream, and then the tree
then-
actually falls and smashes.
and then I wake
so
up-
are you thinking it was like a premonition?
Okay, so I told Doug that, and he goes, "No, Roxanne." He goes, "Dreams. That's just the weird timing of your dreams because, like, it happens so fast. You think, in other words, it probably happened simultaneously." But
That's weird.
It woke me up with a crash.
Unless you
Crazy.
didn't process the timing, unless
That's what I'm talking.
unless
Yeah.
the crash was real, and then you kind of incorporated it into you think your dream, but you
I did
really
hear
heard,
it.
but you
Yes.
really heard the crash. And did you have ornaments damaged and broken and smashed?
Yeah.
Holy
I walked
crap.
out there, and I mean, there's glass all over my floor in the middle of the night, and I'm like, oof.
Well, also, I'm guessing that your tree stand is probably way undersized for the
That's
tree.
the problem. That's
well,
the problem.
There you go.
They're designed to
And
fall.
it's also drunk on White Claw because Doug pours White Claw into the base of the tree.
Yeah, your tree passed out like Doug.
All right, when we get back, the item I was going to get to, what do you do if you go to your favorite fast food place? If you go to the favorite fast food place you like, and let's say you like certain items on the menu, what do you do if you get there and they're out of a particular menu item? What do you do? Well, you're going to find out next, as well as, this was out. This was apparently frowned upon. Now apparently it's coming back, and it doesn't have a stigma anymore. All right, we have a lot of stuff because we start the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next. Oh, Fester, you also sent me that airport audio.
I did, yes.
All right, you know the deal there, right?
I don't know any deal.
All right, hold on. Fester sent me audio and video from an airport altercation, and I got to address this coming up. Also, the Ellen DeGeneres DJ that passed away. I have a startling revelation to make.
About Twitch?
Yes. Hang on. All of that and a whole lot more next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Moving time. Fester and Roxanne and Froggy. And this is now the beginning of the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show every morning right around this time. 7:22. Right now it's 7:22. So I'm on the earlier side. But like 7:22, 7:23, 7:24, every morning we launch an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. No interruption, no music, no commercials. We go nonstop. So welcome. It begins right now. All right, first things first. What do you not do if you go to your favorite fast food restaurant and one of the menu items that you want is not in stock? They're out of this particular item. What do you do? All right, let me give you the facts here.
Yeah, please.
Here are the facts.
I need a lot more details, MJ. Are we talking like a primary menu item or?
Here we go. Happened in St. Louis. A guy goes to a Kentucky Fried Chicken. He wanted corn. Now, I'm not totally familiar with the current Kentucky Fried Chicken menu. I'm much more familiar with the PDQ menu. But apparently they were out of corn. Now, is that corn on the cob or is that buttered corn in a cup?
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's corn in a cup, not corn on the cob.
Is it a cornucopia?
You know what? I'm looking
Sorry.
on the website. Hold on. I may be corrected. I don't know. I'm looking on the website, and it shows a picture of corn on the cob.
So maybe they have that.
Yeah.
Maybe they have both. Maybe it depends on where you go to KFC around the country. So this guy tries to order corn at KFC. He was told that they're out of corn. The dispute escalates because the guy was not happy, and a guy ends up shooting the Kentucky Fried Chicken employee over no corn available at the restaurant. This happened about 6:30 p.m. earlier this week on Monday at a KFC in St. Louis. Investigators say a suspect was in the drive-thru of the restaurant, tried to place an order, and an employee informed him that they ran out of corn. After that, the suspect reportedly made threats toward the employee in the speaker box.
My gosh, people really want their food at fast food places.
Well, KFC corn is, pretty good corn.
Yeah.
I'd be upset as well.
Welcome to KFC. Can I take your order, please?
Yeah, I like some corn. All I want is the corn.
Sorry, sir.
Just the corn?
Kentucky Fried Corn?
Yeah, I mean, your corn is so good. How large of a bucket of corn? Can you make a chicken bucket just full of corn?
Sorry, sir. We're out of corn.
No, all I want.
No corn, sir. Sorry.
That's literally all we want.
The only reason I'm here is the corn. I know you serve other things, but the corn. You have none?
The Colonel's special secret recipe was all about the corn.
That's right.
Well, he was the Colonel.
KFC.
Oh, that's right. Yuck. Hey,
quack for that.
That gets a quack.
I mean, KFC they have the mashed potatoes and gravy. They have the corn.
All right, so here's the deal.
Coleslaw.
Guys at the drive-thru speaker is informed there that they're out of corn. That's where it began. Then the suspect starts making threats toward the employee from the speaker box. Then a short time later, the suspect pulls up to the drive-thru window with a handgun. A 25-year-old employee went outside to talk with the driver. Why would you go nuts? Why would you go outside? The guy brandishes a gun. The guy pulls a gun, and then an employee goes outside.
So there's a dude with a gun outside. I think I'm just going to go talk to him.
There you go.
Isn't St. Louis like one of the highest gun violent cities? I mean, they're like, it's just a gun.
St. Louis is a pretty violent place.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Why wouldn't you? First of all, somebody pulls a gun. Isn't that an instant call to 911?
Not in St. Louis. St. Louis, like let's talk them down.
All right. Hey, it's Monday. We have a gun pulled on us at the drive-thru window. Hey, that's a Monday. No, but St. Louis is a pretty high crime city. So for whatever reason, a 25-year-old employee goes outside to talk to the driver, and then returns into the restaurant with a gunshot wound.
Yeah. Probably should have thought that through.
That didn't work out like I thought it would.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do right.
That was 3 shots.
Yeah.
It's only chicken.
Chicken.
Two shots.
There you go. That's crazy. Police say that the victim is in critical but stable condition.
Jeez.
Hopefully will survive.
Don't go towards the guy with the gun.
Yeah, don't go out to the parking lot and engage with. You call the police. Then the suspect took off from the restaurant after he fired the shots. Police describe the suspect as a black male, around 40 to 50 years of age, thin built, scruffy beard, and was last seen wearing a blue jeans jacket, gray hood, and sleeves. And the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department handling the investigation. I mean, really?
Blue
No
jean
corn?
jacket?
What?
Wow, a blue jean jacket. Jay Leno's like, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
No, he doesn't wear blue jean. He wears that like
Blue
jean shirt is what he wears.
shirt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think I've seen him in the jacket.
Yeah, it's a Canadian tuxedo. So, MJ, some more details. They used a biscuit on the wound to stop the bleeding.
That'll do it. They are very moisture-ish.
Yeah, they absorb a lot.
Yeah.
Very absorbent. I think that's the word you're looking
I think
for.
it's moisture-ish.
Froggy, you're stuttering through words lately. I don't know. What is it with you?
It's me. I think I need an MRI.
Yeah, I think I need head wound. So, yeah, MJ.
Yep.
The corn at KFC is pretty good.
Yeah, I've
Hold
had
on,
it.
hold
And
on.
if you have mashed potatoes and chicken, you want the corn.
I will tell you that if you have mashed potatoes and gravy, corn,
listen.
Because there
folks.
aren't a lot of fast food places you can get corn, so you're relying on them to provide it.
Taco Bell corn is the best I've ever had.
Oh.
Forgot about that.
Yep.
Thinking of the next
Taco
day.
Bell sells corn.
I don't think so.
I'm about to say, hold on a second.
The coleslaw at Taco Bell is great. I love the Taco Bell. You can get a coleslaw burrito at Taco Bell.
That actually
really
be
delicious.
good. It's like a
Yeah.
reverse lettuce wrap.
It's the coleslaw chalupa at Taco Bell. All right, moving along. You guys don't want to come sniff my shirt?
I'll sniff it.
I believe you. I'll take your word for it.
You want me to sniff it?
I
got
mentioned
the
this.
nose. I got the nose.
I mentioned this first thing this morning. I have the wet laundry smell shirt, and I mean, I can't do anything about it. I was going to say, hey, go down to the prize closet and get me one of those like Q105 T-shirts.
I have a shirt in my car. You want to wear it?
I can get you a clean T-shirt.
Yeah, I know you can, but the Q105 T-shirts that we give away,
We have new ones.
they're like tissue paper.
There's one in the office, a red one you can put it on.
I think they're disposable. I think, seriously, we need to talk to whoever orders the T-shirts here. They order the cheapest. I mean, they're like, you know what it's like? Remember the really awful, crappy toilet paper like in school?
Or prison.
Yeah, single ply.
Oh, it's the worst. It's
Not that bad.
you can literally, it's like onion paper. You could take that toilet paper.
It's like egg
and
membrane.
you could actually place that toilet paper over the top of, let's say, reading material, and you could read right through it.
What's that
So-
paper that they make sushi with that you can see
Rice
through?
paper?
Yeah.
Rice paper? Is that what you said?
Well,
Well, the see-through one, the translucent one, is not the seaweed.
right, seaweed
The
or
right-
the
yeah.
nori, the dark greenish stuff. That's nori
Whatever.
or
Yeah,
seaweed.
Why'd you
it's
ask?
the rice paper rolls that are the see-through, the translucent
All right.
ones.
Yeah, you can't
All right,
you
hold
can't
on.
see through the regular, but the translucent stuff, what
Yes.
the rice paper, you can probably. I don't know if you can read through it. Yes, Fester.
Get MJ off the sushi, Froggy. Why'd you bring that up? You distracted him. What size are you? A medium?
So sorry.
No, I'm not a medium. What are you talking about? Medium.
I don't know. Listen, if you give me a minute, I
I
swear
wear-
I can get you a nice shirt.
MJ,
No,
I have an
that's-
old
I can get you a
Nirvana.
nice T-shirt.
All right, listen. We'll worry about this in a bit. The
In
problem.
a bit, we're talking for the next hour and a half.
Listen,
I don't want to smell your mildew.
The problem is that at my home, somebody left the laundry either in the washing machine too long or it was taken out and it sat in the laundry basket too long. And everyone knows what I'm talking about. That nasty, wet laundry smell. And it's when you, oh
Now-
God,
now
I hate
you-
it. It's like a soury, it's that wet laundry smell when you don't put your laundry in the dryer quick enough and it sits in the washing machine or in a basket too long and it gets that just soury, mildewed, like
You know what?
wet laundry smell. And I've got it.
What I'm going to start doing
Yeah.
is carrying bounce dryer sheets with me, and then when you have days like this, I'm just going to go tuck them. You can take the dryer sheets and like tuck them around your shirt.
Or
So-
Febreze. Do you have a spray bottle of Febreze?
No.
That might work.
Let me smell.
That might work.
Little, in the time that you're complaining
Froggy's
about this,
getting his big old sniffer. Where
You got a camera on?
where are you going to sniff me?
Your man boob.
Right in his boob.
All right, Froggy's sniffing me right now.
Oh.
Stop! Hey, he just caressed me. He just felt me up.
Well, he has to.
Get away from me.
He has to hold an area.
It is musty.
Get away from me. You
All right.
just grabbed my boob.
MJ,
I did give you a little booby grab.
He just copped a feel on me.
Oh, you smell like low tide.
There you
not
go.
Tide, not Tide, the detergent, low
Yeah.
Tide.
I smell like low tide. It's exactly right.
A very little amount of Tide was used in that load.
You are no. There was plenty of Tide used. It was just left wet.
Yeah.
You can't leave. Hey, Michelle or whomever, you can't leave the laundry wet too long, or else.
When I complain about this, Kim gets all mad and she's like, "Why don't you just do laundry?"
Oh, really?
So I deal with
that
it.
whole deal.
Okay, so in the time that you've been complaining about
Yes.
it, not only could I have gotten you a shirt,
Go!
I'm leaving. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'll get you a shirt. I swear.
I'm not putting on the see-through
It's not.
Q105
It'll
freebie
be-
T-shirts.
It'll be a nicer shirt. I promise.
Fester, I'll deal with it for a few minutes. I got to move on
I mean,
here.
I
don't-
have a Nirvana shirt in my truck, but I blow my nose in it. Do you want that?
No, I don't.
I do.
All right, Fester, you sent me this video clip of a passenger freaking out at an airport.
I did, yes.
Now, you saw this on Reddit, right?
Yeah, and Reddit doesn't always give a lot of backstory.
details?
Yeah, backstory or context of videos, but if they're funny, I'll send them along. And, maybe they.
I love
maybe they
Reddit.
hit. Yeah, me too.
It's great.
Hey, Andrew, did you bleep out the stuff that needed to be bleeped out in this?
No, after the first segment of the show, he's letting
I
everything
bleeped out
fly.
the stuff that I understood was a bad word.
Okay.
You know, if
But
there's
there was
somebody,
some in here that is just unintelligible.
All right, folks, this is audio. Fester sent me a video, and I will play this. But Fester, this freak out is actually like 3 years old. It's not new.
And that's the issue with Reddit. Sometimes the video, you see it for the first time, but it's old.
But we didn't play it on this show because this happened in 2019.
new to us, man.
And we didn't come back until 2020. So Fester loves Reddit. Fester probably wastes hours at Reddit.
It's not wasting, it's prep.
Hey, if things are slow at General RV during the course of the day, just go to Fester's Cubicle. He's on Reddit.
I have a Reddit thread going for RVs.
Can I give you a tip for Reddit? If there's somebody you ever want to check out on OnlyFans, they're on Reddit. Somebody takes all the videos. And
Who
puts
do
it
you
on
want to
Reddit.
check out on?
Not me.
I don't want to check out anyone on OnlyFans.
Okay,
I wouldn't even.
The girl you interviewed
Guys,
a long time ago.
I wouldn't even know who to check out on OnlyFans.
You interviewed an OnlyFans model.
Allie Ray.
Allie Ray.
Allie Ray. She listens to the show. Hey, good morning, Allie Ray. Anyway, let me get back. Let me get back to the airport deal. So we have not played this on the show because it happened in 2019, but it is not a brand new story. A woman freaks out at a JetBlue counter, and it turns out, and I pulled the old story, Fester, because I recognized the video. I'm like, it's a couple of years old, and then I looked at the date, and it was from January of 2019. And this is another example, folks. Do not behave like this in the airport. Do not say these things in the airport. Of course, a lot of folks are going to be traveling again. We're heading into Christmas now, and millions, tens of millions of Americans are going to take to the road, to the skies, to Greyhound, whatever you're going to do. And don't behave this way at the airport. Back in 2019, a woman by the name of Sabrina Thomas, 26 years old at the time, from California, just started screaming, and she was virtually hurling her body over the counter at the gate. So she was at a JetBlue gate. Also, I know the airport. It happened at FLL.
Fort Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport is where this happened, and it was at a JetBlue counter, and she's like hopping and throwing her body like she's doing some kind of a gymnastic move almost over the counter. The gate agent for JetBlue is just kind of standing there and remarkably composed as the passenger is screaming her head off. All right, here's the audio that Fester thought was new, but it's a couple of years old. Can I point something out? When you look at the video, and Andrew, if you could place this up on videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show, if you look at her, It almost looks like Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club.
It really does.
I mean, doesn't it?
Yes, and Ali Sheedy has played a gate agent in some movie.
No,
so,
she hasn't.
Yeah,
Are you
swear.
serious?
I can't remember what movie, but I swear she has.
But when I saw the video the first time, and then I remembered, wait, I said that the first time.
Home Alone. Home Alone. She was the gate agent, right?
Ali Sheedy was the gate agent in Home Alone? Are you sure?
Okay.
Home Alone 2,
I don't
Boston, New York.
I don't know that.
Yes.
What now?
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, Ali Sheedy was a gate agent? Really?
The one starring Donald Trump.
Home Alone 2, yes.
You know what? Remember, some
They took him out,
channels,
right?
some
They wanted
channels,
to.
no, but some channels I think
Cut that
Trump
scene.
out of the movie at a Home Alone 2. All right, let me play the audio here, and there's a lot going on in this. But this is just an MJ Morning Show public service announcement. Whatever you do, do not behave like this at the airport. It's not going to end well. All right, listen. Oh, what I hit there.
My
Hold
God,
on.
that exploded. That sounded just like our thing.
Why did my traffic bed end up in there? Look,
don't know.
for whatever reason, in my button bar, the traffic bed just showed up.
We got a bug.
All right, this wide orbit, man, it's just not ready for prime time. All right, so hold on. I got to put the audio back in. All right, so here we go. There's a lot going on here. You know, first of all, she takes the Lord's name in vain.
Oh,
So here we go.
shame.
All right, here we are. So I don't know what she said initially. The GD it is there. Do you know what she's saying?
Don't talk to a woman like me, maybe? What did she say?
Hang on.
Accident southbound.
Oh my God! What is
What's
going
happening?
on? I'm on the button bar. What is going on with this crap?
She sounds like Pat.
My God, this system is the worst.
Andrew, we need help.
Andrew, so then Pat started to play now. My God, this.
All
Are
right.
you, Andrew, are you and Pat in cahoots to take over the show?
I'm just trying to play this lady.
Who? Damn it! I got it.
What'd she say?
Damn it! Who does that to a woman like me?
Yes, that's it.
All right, hang on. Here we go. Oh, now I hear it. Damn it, who does that to a woman like me? All right, it continues. Get me out of this stinking. Then she drops the F-bomb place. You rapist! Okay, then calls the agent a rapist.
Was it a rapist or
No,
racist?
Rapist or racist?
No, I think rapist.
I got to hear that again for the P.
Hang on, I got to rewind it. Here we go. Listen, she says rapist. All right, listen. That's
Yeah,
that's
a P.
rapist.
Pa.
Calling the gate agent a rapist.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! A gun on me because I'm homeless! Get me out!
And then she's like, I'm homeless.
Did she say I have a gun on me?
Yes. So that
Okay.
she says I have a gun on me. And then you can hear, and let me roll this back. Then you can hear the person that's videoing this at the gate then says, did she just say she has a gun on her? And then after she says she has a gun, she then reaches down to like a duffel that is on the ground next to her. I'm like, I would have charged her. I think I would have tackled her. She says I have a gun on me and then reaches down to her duffel.
Yeah,
That
that's
is-
an issue.
That is worth a tackling right in the middle of the Fort Lauderdale airport. But here, listen again.
Damn it! Who does that to a woman like me? No! Get me out of this place! You rapist! What? Get me out of here! Get me out of here! A gun on me because
I have a bleeping gun on me because I'm homeless.
I'm homeless!
All right, now, is that a thing? If you're homeless, you have a gun on you? Is that something we all need to be worried about?
Okay, so this is Florida. The answer to that question is yes.
Maybe so. All right, here we go.
I assume.
Get me out!
All right, so you hear now.
You hear
she
the
said,
whispers.
you hear the guy videoing this with his phone is like, she said she has a gun on her. And then she leans down to her duffel bag. It's like, oh my God, is she about to pull a gun out? You hear that?
She casually walks away.
What's going on over there?
She was eventually picked up by airport police.
Why
She
is
was.
somebody going, she has a gun?
Well, when she walked away from the counter, then a little while later, there's more video from cell phone video of her on the ground being cuffed by the airport police, which I think police at the Fort Lauderdale airport, I think that's the Broward County Sheriff's Office that handles law enforcement at the airport. But she's cuffed. She's on the ground. She was taken away. And the story, and again, Fester, this is from 2019. If you're just tuning in, Fester sent me this video last night. Oh, my God, you got to see what happened to this airport. And I saw the video. I'm like, dude, that's like years old. So it's from,
still entertaining.
It's from 2019, but we never talked about it or played it here on the MJ Morning Show because we didn't come back on the air with the MJ Morning Show until October of 2020. Sabrina Thomas, 26 of California, went into this tirade. She was at a JetBlue counter, threatened that she had a gun. Apparently, JetBlue said that she freaked out because she was denied entry to the plane because she showed signs of intoxication.
That sounds like a good JetBlue agent.
Right. And, or as my family calls it now, if I get a little tipsy, which I don't, but my family, whenever I drink now, whenever I have a glass of wine, Chloe and Michelle like to make fun of me, and they say I'm intoxicated.
Intoxicated.
Yeah, because my real name is Todd. My real first name is MJ is Todd.
The video of them calling you that's great.
I am intoxicated.
It's funny.
That's what they call it all the time now. If I'm just my first sip of wine, then they say you're intoxicated.
Pretty funny.
No, I'm not. So she was denied entry. Broward County Sheriff's Office said she was taken to a hospital for mental health evaluation as an involuntary Baker Act patient. So
good for her.
Yeah, Fester, a little old on that story, but well, we never did it on the show.
Okay.
So if you haven't heard it, it's new to you.
It was fun audio.
Well, you don't have to mention it's old 100 times. It doesn't matter.
By the way, it's old audio. It's from 2019, but
okay, I'm glad you mentioned that.
I was looking for some 2008 audio, but I couldn't find it.
What happened with Harry and Meghan? There's a bunch of news. Did something happen?
What do you mean?
Like, did a bunch of new stuff drop?
Well, didn't the next 3 episodes
Hold on,
drop?
are you being a wise ass? What are you?
No, they're just, it's like shocking new information from Harry and Meghan. I'm just wondering because, I bailed on it.
Okay,
Well,
so go ahead, Rox.
The
All right,
new
hold,
information-
wait a sec. So Froggy looks up at one of our TV sets in the studio, and
I'm distracted easily.
and you look up and they're doing a story on the Today Show on Harry and Meghan. So that doesn't mean that there's breaking news.
It said shocking new information before. I was just wondering.
All right, is this from? Oh, so this is from the next episode.
Yes.
So when did they drop?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yes.
They're dropped now, right?
So the first 3 episodes were out, and then the next 3 episodes.
I think they're dropped.
Episodes 4, 5, and 6. They came out on Netflix yesterday.
I think.
And is there new information? So the Today Show's graphic says inside new Harry and Meghan doc drop.
Doc drop.
All right. So Roxanne, do you have any new information here?
This is interesting. Royal sources say Prince William considers his relationship with Prince Harry over.
Oh my!
Done.
Oh my God!
I can't be brothers with you anymore.
Okay, but that's not in the documentary. That's just like the rumor mill from Friends.
A
Now,
result of the
Where's that
documentary.
coming from? Where are you reading that from?
The Daily Beast, CNBC.
All right, so that's out this morning.
Yes, William will never forgive Harry for selling out his and Kate's secrets.
Oh, yeah, look, they're showing it. I've put my arm around Harry my entire life. No
All right,
more.
so that's the fallout. So now the revelations, and do you think the future King of England, of course, when Charles croaks, then William's going to become the king. Do you think they would have supplied like advance copies of this, or do you think
Of course, no.
Do you think that Prince William and Kate literally have to sit in front of the TV set and watch Netflix? You think they're sitting in front of the TV and
Yeah, they're just-
like us, and
Just waiting.
I can't believe what this redheaded ass is saying about us.
What do you think? You think they're just sitting there, the Netflix logo comes on. All right, let's see what this red-haired putz has to say about us.
Shut up, William.
Shut the babies up. I'm trying to listen to my
William, shut up. I'm trying to listen. Sit down. You're in the way.
All right, so again, Roxanne, before we get to this thing that I teased, new out today, various sources are saying what?
They're saying that Prince William considers his relationship with Prince Harry over. But I have some, this isn't really inside information. This is just like rabbit hole internet information that I've known for a long time.
Like, I would expect you to have some inside royals information.
Let me guess, you interviewed me.
You interviewed the Queen too, right?
Yes, I did.
Nice to meet you, Roxanne. Hello.
I interviewed her
I
last
really
week.
admired your work on Bay News 9. You were really good on Bay News 9. I preferred Bay News 9 over the BBC.
Okay, you want to make fun of stuff. I've actually interviewed Sir Paul McCartney. So, yes, I have. And he was actually across the pond via satellite while I interviewed him.
Did you have to talk like that?
Yes, I did.
Nice to meet you.
So this is just, you won't hear this anywhere except right here.
All right.
Oh, God, this is going to be breaking
I
news.
can't wait for this.
One of my friends told me one time that actually Prince Harry and Kate are in love. And that, but she's so ambitious. She always wanted Prince William, but she's actually in love with Prince Harry, which would explain why she and Meghan really hate each other. And then, so if you go down this rabbit hole, I did.
Who told you this?
Are you a mad woman?
A friend of mine. But listen.
Have you had too much spotted dick?
You're drunk on spotted dick, aren't you?
It's impossible for her friends to eat too much of it. I mean, there's like all over. It's like a main course at Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
All right, Festa.
So, come on. How does your friend have information that Kate is really in love with Harry and not her husband, William?
Then I went on a deep internet dive.
Yeah.
And I found all the pictures, and they kind of do look like they're in love in all the pictures.
Or they're friendly or they were family at a time.
You don't have horrible feet like my wife. I love you.
And then you see you see Kate at his wedding. I'm not saying it's true, but it looks like there's chemistry between them.
I love you, Harry.
Now, you guessed this. Moving along. 7:49 at the MJ Morning Show. And this is the item that I teased in the promos that ran yesterday after the show. And Roxanne, I was recording my little teaser. Hey, Andrew, do you have the teaser that I recorded yesterday? Do you have it handy? So I was recording this. And listen, here we go. Listen to this. This is from yesterday's teaser. Do you have it, Andrew? This was considered trashy. They went out of style. Now they're back, and they're no longer trashy? Huh? So I was recording that yesterday. These were trashy. Then they went out of style. Now they're back, and now the word is they're not trashy anymore. And Roxanne, while I'm recording this, you guys were already gone. Froggy, you were out of the studio. Fester, you were gone. And Roxanne, you were still sitting here cleaning up your makeup mess and all the stuff you have scattered all over the town.
True.
All over the counter in here. And the minute I recorded this to run, you're like, I know what it is. I know what it is. And I'm like, okay, what? And then you blurt out.
You want me to blurt out what I blurted out?
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
That wasn't a blurt.
Tramp stamp.
That's a blurt.
Is this true?
Tramp stamp.
Tramp stamps have come back?
Yeah.
The tramp stamp, obviously, is the derogatory term for a tattoo that a woman gets across the lower portion of her back, just above the buttocks, lower portion of the back. When you get a tattoo there, and a lot of times it kind of spans the whole width, that has been derogatorily called the tramp stamp. And apparently they went out of favor for a bit. Now they're coming back, and now they're not trashy anymore, according to the influencers that are, I guess, championing the return of the tramp stamp.
Okay.
I mean,
so who's gotten a tramp stamp in the last, 4 years? 5 years.
We ought to go to phones on this. We ought to go to maybe speak with women that had this done years ago, or women that have had recent tattoos put on the back of their lower back.
we need to be more respectful. We can't call it a bleep stamp. Maybe how about a sciatic stamp?
Yeah, lower back tattoo or whatever. But so-called tramp stamps are back in fashion, and they're no longer trampy anymore. All right, let's go to phones on this. Can you confirm or deny? Can you offer some insight or information here? 800-990-1047. That's the number. 800-990-1047. Fester, you are distracting the living crap out of me.
I'm going through a picture gallery
Where
online.
did you get this?
All right, so-
what is this from?
If you just type in the word tramp stamp and hit images.
On Google?
I'm on Bing right now.
Why are you on Bing every day?
Oh my God, look at that.
It's the it's the server that they have us using.
That one's funny.
One's more.
The one right next to
One's more hysterical.
Oh my
than,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
This woman has. That can't be real.
I mean, who knows?
That cannot be real.
But
There's a woman that has in huge letters written all across her
I
back.
don't even want to say it.
Diarrhea.
tattoo artist.
are
is
you-
like,
there's-
are you sure?
Are you kidding me? All right, let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Do you agree or disagree? Story that I saw, tramp stamps are in again and no longer trashy.
Like, who's decided that?
I don't know. Influencers. These idiot what the hell is an influencer anyway?
They influence people to buy stuff.
I hate the term influencer.
Yeah, until you're offered an influencing deal.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to phones.
Shoe lifts.
And listen, you might have something to add to this. Did you get a so-called tramp stamp years ago? Do you still have it? Did you have it removed? Or are you a new tramp stamp or lower back tattoo recipient? Do you know somebody that's gotten it recently?
I mean, how recent is recently, MJ? If they're saying this is making a comeback, that means like Atomic Tattoo has a line out the door.
It sucks for the girls that got the removed. Now they're like, damn it.
Let me read this. This is a story in the Post. If you thought the resurgence of Y2K fashion was going to be limited to thinner eyebrows and lower jeans, then think again. Some trends may be a little more permanent, while a lower back tattoo or a tramp stamp, as they are colloquially called, has been synonymous with a somewhat trashier lifestyle. Gen Zs love the early 1990s, and it's seeing a comeback. Lower back tattoos became popular in Western culture in the late 90s and early 2000s by young female celebrities, including Britney Spears, Aaliyah, Nicole Richie, Lindsay Lohan. A 2011 study found that the body artwork referred to as a tramp stamp became unfairly associated with promiscuity.
Yeah.
So that's some of the history, but now the lower back tattoo, the tramp stamp, is making a resurgence because Generation Z is into it.
So I Googled acronyms for tramp stamp, and I found HOTAG and slag tag. But now those probably don't apply if it's classy.
All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. Do you have the lower back tattoo? Did you get it back in the 90s or early 2000s? Do you regret it? And what about the new ones? Have you gotten one of these lower back tattoos they call the tramp stamp? Have you gotten this recently, or do you know somebody? 800-990-1047 is how you get in. 800-990-1047. We'll say hi and good morning to Sherry in Riverview. Hey, Sherry.
Hi, how are you guys? Good morning.
We are well, Sherry. So what would you like to add regarding the lower back tattoo?
Well, I'm a new lower back tattoo. I got mine 2 years ago. I have my nickname on my lower back. I gave myself that nickname like 7 years ago. And
So wait a minute, you gave yourself a nickname?
Yeah, that works.
Usually others, that's like George and Seinfeld. I want to be T-boned. I want to be T-boned. No, you're Coco the gorilla. All right, so Coco the monkey or whatever it was. All right, so Sherry, first of all, how old are you?
I am 49.
So 2 years ago at 47, you decided to get a lower back tattoo.
I did, and I love it. I get so much attention from
All right, now what nickname did you give yourself back 2 years ago or 7 years ago and then decided to get it? What's your nickname?
Heavy Duty Cutie.
Wait,
That's the name of a boat.
Heavy Duty Cutie. So you have you have Heavy Duty Cutie tattooed on your lower back?
I do. Duty is spelled D-U-T-I-E, and then cutie is spelled C-U-T-I-E. Heavy duty cutie with a big old booty. Yep, that's me.
Hold on. Does it say big old booty as well?
No, that's the big old booty. You just have to say it.
Nope, that symbolizes me. HDC is better than HDTV. That's what I say.
Wait, is it Duty? D-O-O-D-I-E?
No, D-U-T-I-E.
She's
That's
trying-
not nearly as
the,
funny.
the alliteration between duty and cutie.
So she wanted duty to look like cutie.
With a booty.
Absolutely.
How many people are looking at that thing?
All right, but Sherry, the only words on your tattoo on your lower back is heavy duty cutie, right?
Yes, but when I symbolize it, like people are like, what does that mean? I'm like, heavy duty cutie with a big old booty, and then I say HDC because that's the initials, stands for is better than HDTV. So.
I got it. Now, what type of font, what type of lettering did you choose for your heavy duty cutie?
It's actually kind of in cursive a little bit. My artist who did it at the time kind of just freestyled it, and it's cute. I love it.
Wow.
I love it. I get so much attention from it.
Well,
I'm a heavier woman, so I get a lot of attention.
Good for you.
all right, now, who gets to see this? Because I would imagine it's covered up most of the time, right?
Yes, I am very involved in the BBW community, and I attend plus-size events at certain locations, whether Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta, they have them everywhere.
And, of course, the BBW community, that means big, beautiful woman, right?
Yes.
Are you talking about the clothing optional events with the BBWs?
No, it's not. It's kind of, the events that I go to, they're mainly held at, during the summertime, and, we have pool parties and dances. It's pretty much
Fun.
a plus-size community wherever to be able to embrace your, skin, love the skin that you're in.
Yep.
No judge zone. Curvy Ventures is out there. Atlanta Stars.
Hold on. Curvy Ventures, Atlanta Stars?
Yeah, Curvy Ventures is the main one that I usually go to. It's held out in Fort Lauderdale.
Curvy Fester, you
I
should
love
check
that.
Yeah, Fester.
Amazing.
Fester should be a charter member with Curvy Ventures.
You guys ever think about a radio endorsement?
Yeah.
Yes, because, BHM also stands for Big Handsome Man.
Oh,
so-
look at that, BHM.
You love that.
Hey, Sherry, thanks for the call and all the insight, you heavy duty cutie, and you call us anytime, you heavy duty cutie.
I love you guys. I listen to you guys every single morning. I've been a long-time listener for a long time when you were MJ and BJ. I love you guys.
Wow,
We love
thank
you too,
Look
Heavy.
at that. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate the call. All right, Scott is in Largo. That opened up a line, by the way. If you want to get in, comment on the whole tramp stamp deal. They're back. So the story is that the tramp stamp or the lower back tattoos, they were big in the late 90s, early 2000s. They went away, and now it's apparently Gen Z-ers are bringing it back, but the last caller, 47 when she got it. Let's grab, if you want to get in, 800-990-1047. So do you have one from years ago? Did you have it removed? Did you just recently get one? Do you
Remember
know
when-
someone who's gotten one? 800-990-1047 is how you get in. 800-990-1047. Yes.
It seems like you hear less about the tattoo removal businesses. I mean, it was a while. Those things were hot.
You're right. You heard about tattoo removal places, and you don't hear
Not anymore.
those as much anymore. Let me grab Kathy and Holiday. Hello, Kathy. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning. I have to say I listen to you every morning on my way to work. I drive from Holiday to Clearwater, and I'm usually laughing and spitting out my coffee most of the way.
What kind of coffee you drink? It sounds horrible.
It's terrible. It's that burnt Starbucks stuff.
Oh, I hate Starbucks.
All right, so Kathy, what do you have to say about the whole lower back tattoo resurgence?
Well, I don't have a lower back tattoo myself. I have tattoos, but not on the back. But I've heard people say in the past that a tattoo of your of a bird on your back can, if I got to get this right, will end as you get older will end up looking like a buzzard in your crack.
Hold on.
That's funny.
A tattoo of a bird on your back as you get older will look like a buzzard in your crack.
Yeah.
That sounds like
On
a
the
true
lower
statement.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Where's to live by?
I've heard it several times.
Hey, Kathy, what kind of tattoos do you have and where?
Well, I have a tattoo of a cat on my leg. I have a butterfly on my breast. And on my forearm, I have a tattoo of a butterfly with the pink breast cancer.
So that's nice. So I wonder, is there a saying for the butterfly in your breast? Like if you have a butterfly in your breast, as you get older, it'll be dangling like the rest?
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Or drooping? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I-
I've had breast cancer, so
Gotcha. And so you're a breast cancer survivor.
yes, sir.
That is excellent. Thank you,
Good for
Kathy.
you.
Thank
Have a
you.
great one.
Okay. All right. Love you guys. Have a happy holiday.
You too. Thank
Love
you,
you too.
Scott. Let's grab.
I almost just blurted out my favorite tattoo joke, but I think you would have dumped me for it. So I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't.
What is it?
I mean, Roxy,
I told you faster, didn't I?
You did not.
What
I
is
don't
the
think so.
joke?
I don't think.
I'll get my finger on the button. What is the joke?
It's so fun. Okay, you tell people, you tell them like really deadpan, like, oh, guess what? I got a tattoo. It's so cute. It's like this little cute little mouse. And then they say, oh, where is it? And then you say, oh, I got it on my inner thigh. And then you start to pull up your dress or your skirt or whatever. And then you like look at it and go, oh, it's gone. Oh, something must have eaten it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can't believe we told that joke on the radio.
Who are you?
Oh my god.
Thank you, Roxanne. All right,
Do you want to tell the aristocrats
all
next?
right, Scott is.
A family walks into a
All right.
town.
Scott's in Largo.
Don't
Hey,
even start.
hey, Scott, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. You guys are great.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, I was just wondering, I have tattoos and a lot of Hawaiian stuff because I used to live in Hawaii. But if a woman gets a tattoo on her lower back and it's called a tramp stamp, if a guy gets one on his lower back, do they call it a fag tag?
All right.
well,
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, I dumped that.
Thanks for calling, Scott.
Scott, I
Not
went,
cool, Scott.
You know, I went and dumped that. And
Yeah.
No, I left Scott up. Scott, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I went and dumped it. I don't know. I don't want to offend people with
That's
that.
a
Yeah.
long way to go for a bad joke, Scott.
All
That's
right.
offensive.
I love you, Scott.
Even though I dumped you, Scott, hopefully you still think we're great. Have a great day, okay, buddy?
All right, you too.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. All right.
Ugh.
Should I stay off the guys? Because I've got a. Let me grab Wanda in Newport Richie. Wanda, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Wanda.
Hi, guys. How's your morning going?
We are going just well, just fine. All right, go ahead. What's the story with you?
When my daughter was 21, she went ahead and she got a tattoo on her lower back, and it's her name in Chinese.
Is she sure it's actually her name in Chinese? Because there have been stories where people got tattoos and it was in Chinese, and it turned out like some guy wanted to get some tough guy tattoo, and it turned out that whenever Chinese people would see him, they'd walk by, see the tattoo, they'd start laughing at him, and it was, I can't remember what the story was, but it was not what he thought it was in Chinese, and the Chinese characters actually said something really derogatory.
Not that I know of.
And how old was your daughter when she got her lower back tattoo?
21.
Oh, that's right. You did say 21. And how long ago was that? That's what I meant to say.
She's going to be 40 in March.
Oh, wow. So that's a long time ago. And does she still like her tattoo?
Well, she hasn't said that she doesn't like it.
You know, because I would ask the question, would you do it all over again? Wanda, thanks for the call. Let's grab Liz in Tampa. Hey, Liz, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, MJ.
Hey, good morning. All right, so do you have a lower back tattoo?
I did. I got it in the early 2000s.
There you go. So the popularity was late 90s, early 2000s. Then it went out of favor. It disappeared. And Liz, do you still have it, or did you have it removed?
I wish
wish I could have it removed. No, I still have it, and I have gotten several since then. But I do not like the tramp stamp because for placement alone, you can't see it. You got to look in the mirror.
And what does yours say? Is it verbiage? Is it a word or a phrase, or is it a symbol or artwork?
It says Jimmy and Liz forever.
Hold on. It says Jimmy and Liz forever. Now, wait a sec. I got to ask, are you still with Jimmy?
20 years strong.
All right. Look at that. Round of applause.
Well, it's not exactly forever.
Jimmy loves Liz.
Yeah.
Jimmy likes Liz. Jimmy really likes Liz.
Right, Jimmy sometimes, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you, Liz. Great story. All right, let me finish up with these calls. Let's grab Michael in Clearwater. Michael, MJ Morning Show, you're on. Hello.
Hi, MJ. How are you?
We are well. Go ahead.
So, public service announcement. Ladies, if you're going to get a tramp stamp, basically, when we're doing an epidural, we can't go through the tattooed ink on your back.
Oh, wow. So, wait a minute.
Wow.
Are you an OBGYN or an anesthesiologist?
Anesthesiologist.
There we go.
Good to know.
It is
That's
very
right.
challenging for us.
All right, tell us why. So, why can't you put the epidural through the tattoo?
Because sometimes the ink can get into the epidural space, and that can cause an infection.
Ooh.
So here's the thing. Most people, the spinal cord ends at L2, which is the lumbar bones in your back.
Yep.
You have
Lumbar.
5 of them.
Yep.
So we always have a mnemonic that says to keep the cord alive, keep between L3 and L5. So if you have a tattoo right there, I have to go a little bit higher. And once you get a little higher, you're actually in a danger zone.
Oh my gosh, I never heard this.
No, this is really good information. And now that you're saying this, Michael, I'm pretty sure that I'd heard this years ago, and it's coming back. That
It
wow. And how often do you go in to do an epidural, or are patients pre-screened, or is it a surprise when you get back there to do the epidural? And it's like,
It's always a surprise because, we don't really get to, obviously, if we have residents or students, they get to interview the patients before. But once you get back there, you're just like, oh, no. So.
And Michael, if you don't mind, how long you been a practicing anesthesiologist?
Since 2009.
All right. So the tramp stamp craze had kind of cooled off a bit. Are you noticing, and that's why we're doing the story, is the tramp stamp lower back tattoo craze for women? It was late 90s, early 2000s, then it cooled off, and now the story is, and why we're talking about this, it's coming back heavy. Are you noticing a return with younger patients, younger mothers that now have tramp stamps again?
Yes, absolutely. It's more actually in the middle-age group, women that, are got it back in the early 90s or early 2000s, and how women now are waiting because their careers, to have children, and it's more common now because of obviously they're getting pregnant older now. So once they come for their epidural, we see the tramp stamp a lot, and it's again very challenging for the anesthesiologist, very challenging for everyone, because we are not supposed to go through. Yep. But you have this woman screaming in pain. You can't really tell her no.
Well, what we should do for every new tramp stamp that they get, they just leave the middle with no ink. A little shot, a little epidural
So you know
spot.
what? I tell you what.
Right.
Hey, Michael, Dr. Mike over here, you ought to come up with like a template. So tattoo parlors will have a template so they can put it on, and you have the area on the lumbar where you need to do the epidural between the L. What's the sweet spot?
L3 and L5 keep the cord alive.
Yeah, L3, L5. Maybe you come up with a template that you just put it on, and then you got to do the tramp stamp in that box and not in the zone. Great call, Michael.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you, buddy.
So much, guys. I listen to you every morning. Thank you.
We appreciate it, Doc.
I'm kind of in the middle of a midlife crisis, and I've been just open to everything. I'm like, do I want a tattoo? Do I want a tramp stamp? Do I want to have another baby? Now to know that I have to pick one or the other, this is helpful. I can't
That's
do
pretty
both.
crazy that I've never heard that. I wouldn't even think that the ink would affect it like that.
Well, sure, you put it in your body, and then the needle pushes it in a little further.
Gosh.
All right, hang on. I'm going to finish up with 2 more calls in a minute, but first. A weather alert on the MJ Morning Show from the National Weather Service. We have a tornado watch in effect. Weather's going to get nasty, folks. We're going to start seeing nasty weather hit, about 11 a.m. in portions of the Bay Area, then across lunchtime into the early afternoon. We've got some nasty weather, rain, heavy winds, lightning, and we have a tornado watch in effect from now until 4 p.m. for Hernando, Pasco, Pinellas, Sarasota, Citrus, Hardee, Hillsborough, Manatee, Polk. Those are the immediate counties, and then there are other counties as well, so check and see. But if you look at the radar, we got a whole nasty line coming right at us, and it looks like the first that's going to – you've got some nasty stuff up towards Levy and Citrus counties now, but in the immediate Tampa Bay area, the first stuff looks like it's going to hit in Hernando.
Oh, man, it's a mess today.
Yeah, so it's going to be a mess. The whole area, we're going to have nasty weather starting probably 10:30, 10 o'clock, and then into the afternoon. All right, let me finish up with the calls, then we got to move on. Matt is in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Matt, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, guys, how you doing? I had a friend of mine. We work at a local EMS agency, and he was kind of one of our wilder paramedics, and he got a tramp stamp of a very nice grayscale photograph of Anne Frank holding her finger up to her lips, as in saying shh.
Oh,
and
wow.
had some writing down at the bottom, and it said no snitching.
Wow.
That's
no snitching, meaning don't tell anyone that Anne Frank and the family were hiding in that place in Amsterdam, right? In the Netherlands, right?
We all get the Anne Frank reference.
Wow, that's it. All right, thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
Deep,
all right,
man.
That is deep.
Yeah, for multiple ways.
Historically deep. All right, Travis in North Carolina. Last call on this. Travis, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
We're well. Go ahead, Trav.
All right. So I guess two things. First, thanks for that weather information. I'm actually driving home from North Carolina right now, and I'll be going through, hopefully, that area soon. But on the tramp stamp thing, I actually had a question. When is it no longer considered a tramp stamp? So basically, if you have a full canvas on your back, if it goes so far low, is that considered a tramp stamp?
No.
Or if you have a tramp stamp?
That's a decent question. Not a great question, just a decent question. But a tramp stamp is an isolated in the last couple of inches of the lower back, not a whole back art.
And I guess we could probably come up with some kind of butt reference if the tramp stamp ends up where your butt is at some point.
You mean left to right? I've seen tramp stamps go from side to side, but no more than 4 or 6 inches up.
And Travis, what's the second question?
I
thought you said you. All right, well, there you go. All right, Travis. All right, thank you, Travis. Have a great one and drive safely if you're about to hit the nasty weather. So there you go. And you heard what the anesthesiologist said, and he's doing epidurals for women that are giving birth, and says that, there's a resurgence of these tattoos, and even in women that are older who are having babies later.
I have to say, I think we might be the only morning show in the country.
Yes.
That does not have one tattoo amongst its show members.
That is true.
You don't know me very well, do you?
Show it. Show it right now.
I can't.
I don't care where it is.
For all you do not have a
You don't have
for all you don't have a tattoo.
I can't tell you.
I've seen and memorized every inch of your body.
Ask me where it is.
For all you, seriously. No, answer the question honestly.
You don't have a tattoo.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
You really have a tattoo?
Yes.
So Fester's wrong with his assertion that we're the only morning show in the country that has all staffers that have no tattoos.
I will strip you naked to prove my point.
All right, it's a patriotic tattoo. I want you to guess where it is. I'm going to give you a hint. Sometimes it says United States of America.
Stop.
I've been telling that. I've been telling that Wendy, welcome to Jamaica, have a nice day joke for years.
Oh, so what is the joke? Sometimes it says United States of America, and
sometimes it just says USA.
All right.
I like my joke better.
No.
That's not where is it? Where is it?
I don't. All right, Froggy, not. You don't have a tattoo, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
And Fester, you have no tattoo.
I have no tattoo.
And you got a lot of real estate, man.
I could have like a treasure map.
You could be like a billboard on I-4. All right. And then and then Roxanne, you've got.
I had a mouse, but the pussy ate it.
What?
That's, you gotta let it.
Oh my God!
Cat.
Listen, you had to hear the earlier joke. Out of context.
Cat.
Oh,
Jesus!
Roxanne,
Tomorrow's the last show of the year, right?
Tomorrow's the last show of the year.
It couldn't happen at a better time.
Oh my God! And as far as my contract goes, ladies and gentlemen. What is it?
MJ's contract countdown. MJ's contract countdown.
All right, my contract is up in 2 weeks. My contract expires on December 31st at 11:59 p.m., and I do not have a new contract. I did meet with Ron DeCastrate, our new market manager, who's a pretty cool guy. I got to be honest. First, second, third, and we had a couple of staff meetings, but one-on-one, I got a good impression of the new dude in the big meetings, and then I had a one-on-one with Ron yesterday talking about my expiring contract. And it just it got caught in the mix because we had a switch. Our old general manager is gone. New general manager has been brought in, and that's Ron DeCastrate. And I had a one-on-one with him yesterday because, he started the job, and I was in the middle of negotiations, and we were talking, and then everything just, went on hold. And here's the update. I'll tell you what happened. Do I have a new contract that I've signed? No. Have I been presented with an offer? Yes. So I do have a written formal offer to continue into next year for the MJ Morning Show to remain on Q105. And now it's up to me to decide whether I want to take it as is, whether I want to negotiate.
Maybe you counter.
Well, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I know. But,
a negotiation is a counteroffer.
Yes.
So that's where things stand. So I did have a good meeting yesterday, and I've been presented with an offer to extend my contract, and now really the ball's in my court. That's where things stand. So that is the update. All right, moving along, we have Tom Brady getting sued. Is this the first? I think this might be the first one.
This is the first one that I've seen. I've heard speculation. Are they open to any kind of liability or anything like that? But this is the first guy that has taken it down to a courthouse and filed a lawsuit.
What a crap week for him.
Would you like to please inventory the crap week, please, Roxanne?
Well, first we had the loss at his hometown.
You mean 35-7?
35-7.
And it was what was it 35-0 for the first half,
yes.
right? Or something like that?
Yes, 2 interceptions. Yeah. I can't remember. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, 2 interceptions. You're right.
What a bum.
And then the plane ride home in just... Oh, the family stayed after the game, so we had to interact with them after.
Yep.
I don't know that talking to your family is a bad thing, necessarily.
Who do you want to talk to after that game? Nobody.
But now...
He got on the plane, no shower.
That's right. And now you got a fan that's not taking the law into his own hands. He's taking Tom Brady to court! Oh, that's true. And we heard that Tom Brady he was so pissed off in California that Tom Brady allegedly didn't even take a shower, just got on the plane all stanky. That must have smelled nicely.
Yeah, good for him.
This must have been a really pleasant smell. Tom Brady unshowered, flying, 5 hours home from San Jose all the way back to Tampa International.
Let's not forget what else happened this week. Giselle made a red carpet appearance looking smoking hot.
You think that bothers Tom?
I mean, doesn't feel good.
Is there any indication, before I get to the lawsuit, I'm loving this People's Court music. Folks, have you ever heard the extended 4-minute version of the People's Court theme?
My goodness, this is quite a piece.
This does go on and on and on.
Hey, I've got another.
The wrecking crew make this?
Listen, I've got another 2.5 minutes of this.
Jeez. Tito Puente on the
on the bongos. So, I mean, seriously, before I get to the lawsuit, is Tom dabbling? I mean, is Tom messing around? Is Tom getting any action? Talk about probably one of the most eligible dudes, technically, in the whole world right now. It's certainly Tom Brady, right?
You know what sucks is usually, like, it depends who, but people are going to talk about it if he is. Like, you have to be careful who you hook up with because they'll go tell the tabloids if, you know.
All right, the question I would have is, when was the last time Tom had relations with Giselle? It seems like things, went south for quite some time. So it might be, and that's probably tough for people to grasp because you look at, Giselle Bundchen, she's this hot supermodel. Tom Brady's this great-looking guy. Man, they must be doing it all the time. And, man, it was probably pretty freezing. It was probably pretty Arctic, pretty,
I don't know,
kind of chilly there for a while.
I don't care how mad I am at Tom. I can't keep my hands off.
But
Maybe they just had, like, hate sex occasionally.
Hate sex?
It's not done yet.
Is this still the original?
It is.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. It was a false ending there. Now it's back. All right. So I wonder if when the last time Tom Brady actually had, relations. All right, let me get
Take your pick of the cheerleaders, Tom.
That's like a no-no, right? The players are not allowed, or the
Yeah,
cheerleaders
sure.
are not allowed?
I'm sure. Sure, it never happened.
He's old enough to be half of their fathers.
Yeah, that never happens, right?
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Leave the guy alone.
Oh, wait, what is
Yeah,
this?
I mean, this is all within.
Hold on.
This is all sympathy for him.
Hold on.
I got a break here.
Listen to this. We've got into like a...
Have you never listened to it this long?
I've never heard the People's Court theme that we have in the computer for 5 minutes this long.
Dude, this was wasted on People's Court. This is like a piece of music.
This is art.
This is like...
What is this now? Listen to this.
Should have been put on Pet Sounds. Yeah. Welcome to the People's Court, everybody.
We're like in a funky little breakdown here.
Oh, here we go.
And that's it. That's the end of the extended People's Court theme.
Horrible ending.
Anyway, a guy by the name of Michael Liviertos, 56 years old, of Connecticut, is suing Tom Brady. This is a lifelong fan of Tom Brady. He was a lifelong New England Patriots fan, and now he's suing Tom Brady because of his involvement with the whole cryptocurrency disaster, this whole FTX thing. So this Michael Liviertos of Connecticut said he moved $30,000 into FTX after Brady and other notable celebrities publicly endorsed the now bankrupt FTX. As a New England Patriots fan my entire life, you can imagine the influence that Tom Brady would have. Liviertos told the Washington Post in an article that came out yesterday. Liviertos has hired Florida-based attorney Adam Moskowitz, who is behind the initial lawsuit filed against Brady, his ex-wife Giselle Bundchen, also Steph Curry, and other notable endorsers last month. And so we got a lawsuit here. This is the first one that I've heard where a fan is going after Tom Brady. And what he's saying is, man, Tom Brady's my idol. Tom Brady's a god to me. I follow Tom Brady.
Well, he's an idiot.
I'm following him like he's the squadron leader. I'll follow him right into the ground.
Is he living the TB12 diet? I don't believe so.
And now this guy says, I put my trust in Tom Brady. He told me to put this money into crypto. And now apparently the guy's got nothing. Tom, anything?
I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
Damn
Boy,
right.
that was pathetic.
Yeah. Not only the Giselle Bundchen stuff.
I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
But the whole...
He wasn't kidding.
The whole FTX crypto thing. Hey, Larry David's going to be sued, even though he played the part of the naysayer.
He got paid by them. That's why he's going to be sued.
He was but he was only playing the part of the skeptic in the commercial that ran during the Super Bowl.
It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff.
Never. Oh, give me the longer version.
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
Did you see now this what's it? Sam Bankman-Fried, right? SBF. Sam Bankman-Fried, the alleged fraudster here.
Yeah,
he's playing like this dummy. I didn't know, and I had no idea all this was going on. Do you know that they were allegedly running this multi-billion-dollar deal on QuickBooks? No, seriously. I'm not making it up. They were running it on like a free version of QuickBooks.
Wait,
That's hysterical.
tell me what that is.
You should know you're a business owner.
What's QuickBooks?
Dude, it's business software. It's like for
it's Microsoft like free stuff, a really cheap.
If
I
you're
use
like,
SAP.
If you're like a plumber with 2 trucks and 8 employees, you use QuickBooks.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a multi-billion-dollar crypto business that should be using QuickBooks.
That sounds horrible.
What is the other one? What's the other? You got
Intuit.
You got different programs out there. No, you don't do. So anyway, that's one of the revelations. Oh, and this Sam Bankman-Fried, he was denied $250,000 cash bail, and then he begged the judge in the Bahamas. He's begging the judge, no, please let me out. I'm a vegan.
Oh yeah.
And then apparently, this is pretty gross. I had no idea that the Bahamas jails are allegedly really, really bad.
Did you think they were great?
It's the Bahamas. It's beautiful.
Okay,
the Bahamas is like a beautiful island.
They should have a beach view.
Man, you've got Atlantis there, man.
MJ.
With the exception of a couple of resorts, the Bahamas a legit third world country.
No, it's not.
With the exception of yes, it is. With the exception of a couple of resorts.
That's true. Now,
it's a third world country.
Roxanne, you live a charmed life, going to these fancy schmancy resorts with Derek Jeter and Dig Dug. But
my taxi driver lived in a mud hut, okay? It's not.
But when you go outside of the hoity-toity places, you do have the general population that are, housekeepers at the Atlantis, that they're not living in really palatial stuff. And in fact, when they get hit by a hurricane, that stuff's like flattened.
The Virgin Islands are the same way. Yeah. I mean, Barbados the same way.
Yeah. MJ, you know that one of the articles I sent you recently with Sam, and it was all the pictures from Albany, and I was showing you that's like I've been to all the
Albany
my
is
kids
that's
hang out at that pool.
That's like the resort. And this Albany, it's like a gated area with condos and rentals and all.
Yeah.
And that's where in this Albany, that's where this Sam Bankman-Fried and that squirrely looking girl with the goofy little glasses.
Don't put down squirrels.
But no, you know what they're saying? She's in New York. She was spotted in New York, and the rumor is that she's rolling on him.
Oh, I bet she is.
The rumor is that she's talking to the feds, and she's just telling them everything. That's the rumor.
I also heard she's hooking up with Tom Brady on the side.
Tom Brady's eyeing Sam Bankman. She's not a very.
She's super hot.
Oh yeah. Anyway, one other thing, the prison where Sam Bankman-Fried, this FTX crypto fraud, is being held in the Bahamas. I guess there are reports and details and stories that inmates remove human waste by bucket.
Dude,
and it's infested with rats and bugs and palmetto bugs and
have fun.
So that's where Sam Bankman-Fried is right now.
In 2022, there was a documentary done on the Bahamian prison. MJ, look at this place. This is a third world country prison.
So that's where he apparently is. Oh,
yes.
A couple of other things here. The flagrant abuse of the money, all this money coming in, they were buying real estate. They were spending millions and hundreds of millions of dollars on their own and on themselves, right?
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl ad, the Super Bowl commercial from which the Larry David thing is from, where they were pushing FTX crypto during last year's Super Bowl.
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
I mean, how prescient. I mean, how crystal ballish was that?
Yeah.
But the last thing I'm going to say here on
life
this,
imitating art.
Well, the last thing I'm going to say here about this right now is that Super Bowl commercial and the airtime was paid for with customers' money. They used the money of the customers on deposit to pay for the commercial production, pay for all the endorsement fees to all these people. So, what kind of clawbacks are there going to be? How many celebrities took money cashed out, and that money maybe millions in endorsement money is going to be clawed back potentially by a federal investigation. So that's totally possible.
Where do they think this was going to go?
So I'm looking at lists of countries that do not extradite to the United States.
Right.
And Sam couldn't have put 2 and 2 together and dipped out of there a
That's
little
what
bit
I'm thinking.
earlier.
Yeah, he could have set up in Qatar. He could have set up in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, Cape Verde Islands.
Where's that?
Kazakhstan off of Africa.
He could have been hanging out with Borat in Kazakhstan.
off of Senegal.
Dude, he kind of looks like
Or
Borat.
I'm sorry, in Senegal. I mean, Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
Burkina Faso, I think formerly Upper Volta.
Okay, but listen, there's places he could have gone and lived a life of pretty good means, pretty luxurious life, and not be in a Bahamian prison with the overcrowding in this prison. I'm watching this documentary on silence as you're talking. MJ, this place is a dump.
All right, I got an update. Remember the guy that said he was never listening to us again?
Finicky? What was his name? Fickle?
No, Finky?
Finkel?
Finky? Anyway.
Finkel and Einstein?
I got a Ficky. I have the email. So if you were listening around this time or maybe a little earlier on yesterday's show, I read an email from a guy that was just angry. He said he's not listening to our show anymore. It was David Ficky, and David, he sent me a note saying that you said bad things about frozen pizza, so I'm not listening to you anymore. What else was there? Oh,
I was the Star Wars. That was the big thing.
The big thing was Star Wars, because I said that Star Wars, and he said, man, you did the pizza thing. I like frozen pizza, and I don't like your comments about it. And then he said that the Star Wars commentary was the final straw. So we called him up. He said he was done listening.
Listen, I didn't connect the dots until you started, the last name. I didn't know his last name, but he is a regular texter, and he loves a lot of our content.
Well, we called him up yesterday after I shared this angry email, how he was switching stations, that he's never listening again. So we called him up. We got him on the air, and I think we turned him around. And I apologized for my bad words about frozen pizza. And did I apologize?
I mean, we apologize.
Maybe I didn't apologize. But
well, it was an apology that he was offended. I'm sorry you're offended, but, frozen pizza is what it is.
Anyway, he seemed to be amenable to, coming back to the show. And I got a follow-up email from him last night. Dear MJ, it was really nice talking to you today. That was crazy timing. I really had switched stations. I watched the YouTube stream later after the show ended. Wow, I didn't realize how much you were talking about me. I did not mean to get under your skin so much. I hope I didn't offend you. I really do like you guys. I'm not going anywhere. Well, he did yesterday. He turned us off.
You know what's so crazy is right before you started talking about David today, I just responded to him for the first time. So he is listening today.
Very nice.
Well, that's fantastic. And then he said that he's been down in the dumps lately because he had a friend named Craig that passed away last week. And he said maybe we can give a shout out to Craig on the air. Then he says, thanks. You're the best. I'll keep loving on you. Give Fester a big hug and kiss from me. LOL. Sincerely, David Ficky. So look at that. I turned that frown upside down. I salvaged the relationship because David was angry at my unkind words about frozen pizza and Star Wars.
I just love that story because it shows the connection that you have with people.
Well, listen, you just don't know what you say and what you do and how it affects different people. I mean, I am aware of this in a cursory fashion, or maybe even a little deeper than that. I've been doing this long enough, and we've always said it doesn't matter what you say or do, that you're going to tick somebody off. But I guess I don't realize how my comments on I don't like frozen pizza from the store, that there's really not good stuff out there, and then Star Wars, I just didn't have any real feeling that I could really piss somebody off about Star Wars and frozen pizza, that they would try to cancel us and not listen to us anymore.
I understand if people disagree, but they're going to hold the I'm never listening again card on us? Oh, much. My gosh. All right, I don't have a comment about this.
All right, Fester.
Yes.
One Publix sold two. I don't even have to finish the sentence.
I know. It's just the $1 million winner, two of them, right? Or one Publix sold two.
Dude,
Yeah.
$16 million. Yes, Andrew.
1 million. The other was 15 million.
Yeah, that's it.
Two winning tickets. One was $1 million and one was $15 million.
Wow. Was it the Publix in what, Palm Harbor?
It was. It was
man.
on US 19 at 33,343 US 19 in Palm Harbor. This is crazy. One Publix, 2 winning tickets, $15 million and $1 million for a total of $16 million. 2 days in a row. My God. According to the Florida Lottery, this Publix in Palm Harbor, they sold 2 huge tickets to 2 different people 2 days in a row. Ryan Doddridge, he went ahead and claimed his prize. He claimed, this is amazing, $15 million. This guy, I think he's a lawyer. No, he put it in a trust. That's what. Okay,
good job.
But I thought I saw that he. Did I read that he's like a professional or
42-year-old guy?
Yeah. What did I thought I saw what his occupation is. But he's an attorney. Yeah. I'm sorry, he was. Yeah. So he is an attorney. So on Monday, this dude Doddridge, hey, if he's listening, call us up. Hey,
Ryan
Doddridge, call us up, 800-990-1047. Holy jamoli. So he's a lawyer from Newport Richey, and he became the first player to win or claim the $15 million top prize. That was the Florida 300X scratcher. And he's 42 years old, and he claimed the prize in a trust that he set up, the Doddridge Law Winners Revocable Trust.
Yeah, he owns the Doddridge Law Group.
And he's going to get, would you call them up real quick?
He's probably called in sick today.
No, dude, it's his company, man.
He called in rich.
Oh, look at that. Fester's looking at their reviews on Google. They've got a 5.0.
That's awesome.
They've got a perfect 5.0. Yeah, so call it right here. Fester, hit call. Don't touch the computer. I got the mouse. All right, so we got to call them up.
Clear out of that.
Yeah, will that, let's see, cancel. Will this let me call?
Maybe open it.
No, it won't.
It's trying to, it's trying to physically call from the computer. I got to open up the link.
Just open up the link. Go to the Doddridge Law Firm. They open at 9 o'clock, so I wonder if anyone's there right now. So I want to get this guy on the phone. So he won the $15 million, and he's going to take a one-time payment for $10,430,000, and then another woman, just a day later, another woman from Palm Harbor, she gets a $1 million winner from the 500X cash game. And that is Octavia Wright, 41 years old. Oh, wow. And she's going to take her lump sum one-time payment of $820,000. But, of course, both of them, they have to pay federal taxes. So they got to pay taxes on that. All right, do you have you want to hit contact? Fester, dude, just hit, I got it right here. All right, so you hit contact, and then.
I know how to do it. Listen, I'm trying to make sure we're not going to get them this second. The office isn't open yet. I'm trying to make sure I got the right number.
They don't know
I've seen a couple different numbers.
Hold on, right here.
You're on your own on this one.
There's a number on their webpage.
There's a couple of different ones. There's a little bit of research that goes into this stuff.
Yeah, how about going to the webpage?
All right. You know what?
All right, I'm calling up the law firm here. All right, pick up the phone. All right. I want to get a hold of this guy. This $15 million scratcher.
What's his name?
Ryan Doddridge of the Doddridge Law Firm. Man, you getting
so far we're up to a couple of rings,
right.
Like 5 or 6 rings.
All right, so hey, if anyone knows Ryan Doddridge, call us up 800-990-1047. Give us his cell phone number. I want to talk to this dude.
How many rings now?
Is it still just ringing?
Hey, is Ryan available? Yes, tell him this is Fester from the MJ Morning.
Yeah, MJ Morning Show calling live. We want to talk to this lucky $15 million dude.
Thank you.
All right, what's going on?
I don't know if I got a real receptionist or I got an answering service.
Well, you can't tell the difference?
Well, she answered after 20 rings. You know,
yeah.
You think a real receptionist might, after,
so, what,
2.
They put you on hold?
Yep, I'm on hold.
All right.
I got hold music. You might like this music. You want to hear it?
Yeah,
Hold
sure.
on.
Let me hear.
We love good hold music.
Oh, that's lovely
Yeah,
music.
isn't it? It's
All
so
right,
nice.
go ahead and pick it up.
All right, hold on.
See if they're back yet.
He's not in yet.
What do you mean he's not? I asked him if it's the office or an answering
Is
service.
this the office or is this an answering service? The real receptionist or the answering service receptionist? All right, so this is the real receptionist. All right, so is he coming in today? Or is he calling in Rich?
Tell him it's the MJ Morning Show, and we need his we need his cell phone number.
Hey, could we give him a call on his cell phone?
All right, Fester's.
If I got the number, I wouldn't be calling you if I had the number.
We don't have. We don't have. We need the number from you. We're not a bunch
All right,
of
MJ. Listen,
we're not vagrants over here.
Yeah,
It's the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, listen, I'm talking with the receptionist right now. She's not rolling over on Mr. Millions. Over
All right.
there.
So when's Moneybags coming in? Because we want to talk to this guy. $15 million.
Give us the number.
Tell him we want to set up a trust and we want an appointment in 15 minutes.
All right, Fester, you deal with this.
All right, I'm working on it.
All right, thanks, Lyle. We got to take a break anyway. But that's incredible. And Fester gets angry because Fester tries to win the lottery all the time. And then Fester used to buy all of his Powerball tickets and Mega Millions tickets at the Publix right behind Avila on 41, and they sold like a $250 million Powerball ticket there, and that means that they'll never sell in on one of those. So Fester's you can't buy his tickets there anymore. All right, quick break. We're back in a minute. We got a long chunk of the MJ Morning Show coming up next. In fact, remember Hangxiety that we talked about yesterday, Roxanne?
Yes, I do.
We have a follow-up to Hangxiety, which is hangover anxiety. Now, we have a cure for hangovers?
Yeah.
Allegedly the
complex.
best cure ever? Yep. Are you ready to roll this out?
I'll talk about it.
All right. And then we didn't get to Jay Leno and his face full of fire. We'll get to that coming up. Oh, the latest on the Taylor Swift ticket debacle. Oh, and you're not going to believe who that wacko that whacked Nancy Pelosi's husband in the head with the hammer. You're not going to believe who he wanted to also attack. This is crazy stuff. A beloved individual, folks. All right, all next and a whole lot more on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. 8:53, and also coming up in a matter of moments here, I have a confession to make. I hope that it doesn't disturb anybody. I'm hoping that people aren't taken aback, but I have a confession to make. It's surrounding something that's being talked about quite a bit, and I have a confession in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Also, Andrew is reminding me that we have a ticket giveaway at 9:20 this morning. We've got the Trans-Siberian Orchestra at 9:20 this morning. We'll give away now second row seats. We've been doing this little countdown. I'm Casey Kasem, and we're counting them down. We're giving away fifth row, fourth row, third row, second row, and first row for Trans-Siberian Orchestra here on the MJ Morning Show. So now we're up to second row at 9:20. We're going to give away, so it's a half an hour, a little less, 25 minutes from right now. We're going to give away a 4-pack, so 4 seats to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra coming up this Sunday at Amalie. And if you haven't gotten tickets yet, they are great shows. They've got a matinee show in the afternoon, and then they have the nighttime show. So 2 shows on Sunday. And TSO, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, has been gracious enough to hand us these tickets. So 5, 4, 3, 2, we're up to second row. We'll give away 4 tickets, second row seats for this weekend, Sunday at Amalie. And that'll happen at 9:20. Stand by to win here on the MJ Morning Show. All right, Roxanne, you have what an expert is claiming to be the best holiday hangover cure. I guess it's really any time. It's not just for the holidays. It's not like your hangover knows it's the holidays. But this is a cure. This is an expert, a pharmacist that says if you want to cure a hangover, if you're all sloshed up and you've been drinking, you've been putting it down like a fish, that this is what you want to do, correct?
Yes, and it's 4 different things that you have to take together. Now, I have to tell you something in the past that I've always been told is that pickle juice is a miracle hangover cure. And I don't know is it electrolytes? Is it the sodium? I don't know what makes that so special, but
I think it's so disgusting that you just forget about everything else.
No,
I like pickle
juice.
juice.
It delivers a lot of good things to your body.
All right, that was just the cheap shot.
Yeah.
I actually like pickles. I love a really tart, snappy. What do you
like, a Vlasic?
No, for me, Clausen's are better than Vlasics.
But the Vlasic has the snap.
No, Clausen's the best.
I like Clausen pickles,
You're just a jump on a bandwagon,
or a really good deli pickle that maybe is not branded. Just a great.
I just love pickles in general.
I like pickles.
Don't listen to my friend Froggy. He's a Mount Olive guy, okay?
I love Mount Olive.
I know you do.
I don't even like olives.
You like Great Value pickles.
That's fine. I love it. And I'll drink it with a big glass of Dr. Pub. That's Publix's version of Dr. Pepper.
Is it called Dr. Pub?
Yeah. I know when Dixie, it's Dr. Check.
All right, so Roxanne, what does this pharmacist reveal as the best method to relieve a hangover? Listen, we got a lot of office parties. Hey, our office party for Beasley Media Group is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that to Michelle. I can't imagine that we're going to go tomorrow because, and it's not because I haven't signed the new contract yet. And for those that are tuning in, I did meet with the new general mangler, Ron DeCastrate, and I have a new offer. They have handed me an offer to continue, and I have to decide whether I want to take the offer. Or
Did
whether,
you think they would hand you an offer yesterday, or were you surprised by that?
I was pretty certain that they were going to hand me an offer,
Just
but
sign it.
I've got to decide whether I want to counter this or whether, what I want to do.
Don't be the contract guy.
I'm not being the contract guy, and I'm being honest and open about this. All right, so Roxanne, so I don't know if I'm going to the party tomorrow because we're leaving early on Saturday morning for vacation. So, I mean...
Are you going, Fester?
Friday night is like, the mad rush to do our last-minute packing, and I don't know if a Christmas party fits in, Listen, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I mean, the last thing I need is a Christmas party when I got to do last-minute packing for, 2 weeks off.
But it's the new guy's first party.
Yeah, it's the new guy's first party.
Let him enjoy it without us there.
I'll be there.
No, good.
But I have to...
Can you represent?
Yes.
I will represent the team in
Thanks.
here. And it's
are
I'll be
you
honest,
going to get hungover? Are you going to get blasted?
No.
Is it an open bar? Or they're giving like everyone like one drink coupon?
They give the drink coupons, but you can get as many as you want. But no, I'm a one drink person at functions like that. When it's closer family like this, then I'll drink two bottles of wine.
You weren't a one drink person at Meat Market when we had our morning show party a couple of weekends ago. You were smashed.
We're a little less professional.
You were like Kim Basinger.
Yeah, blind date.
MJ, you didn't even know.
You destroyed a Ferrari in the parking lot.
I hit it well. Okay, so I did feel sheepish and anxiety the next day.
I thought you were going to say something else that starts with SH.
No.
All right, what is the hangover cure?
The hangover cure, basically, I have to tell you what happens to your body when you drink so you understand why this is important. When you drink, you lose important vitamins, you get dehydrated. So you just want to do this on the front end, I believe. You want to take this stuff to make sure that your body is prepared. You take folic acid, magnesium, vitamin B, and one of those electrolyte drinks.
Oh, my God.
And if you do all of that...
Like a Gatorade?
Like the little fizzy things, you drop them in a drink and it...
You got to go buy vitamin B, magnesium, folic acid, and pour it into, just mix it all into some... Do you have an actual, like, a recipe?
Are you saying...
Yeah, I just read it to you.
No, but how much? And, like, what form?
So here's what it is. Vitamin B complex.
Okay.
So what I would suggest is you look at a bottle of vitamin B, make sure you're not ODing. How much do you
Can
take
you
one of those?
on vitamin B?
I forget. One of them's water. Is it the water soluble that you can't and the soluble you can?
But do you have to like crush them up and snort them like you do with the Adderall?
That's the best
That's
way
what
to
you
get
do,
into your
right?
bloodstream.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
of
goodness.
course I do.
I'm
Of course
kidding.
I do.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Yeah, and then magnesium. And again, look at a bottle of magnesium supplements, see how much it says to take, and take magnesium.
Who the hell is such a big alcoholic that they're going out buying magnesium for the first time?
Yeah, if you're that big of an alcoholic, you're not that responsible to do this.
Honey, I feel like crap. Go get me some magnesium.
A folic acid supplement.
Now, did you say that essentially you're recreating an oral version of an IV fluid bag?
Yes.
Did you
that's
say that
what people call that. I was going to start with that.
All right.
Yeah. So this is like if you went to one of those places that gives you IV fluids the next day, this is just as good.
I don't trust those places.
Yeah, so literally, Roxanne's recipe is a
Did you say literally?
He did.
No.
I said literally, I think.
I literally said literally. But it wasn't that funny of a joke anyway. So
all right, forget it.
The joke was...
Tell me.
Literally, Roxanne suggesting a prenatal vitamin and lemon lime Gatorade.
Listen, that's what it sounds like, right? That's exactly what I thought to myself.
See, maybe jokes are like real life.
You know, I think those places that give you vitamins are actually shooting you up with something like that'll kill you.
Like speed or something?
Yeah, or something.
Now, hey,
Yet amazingly, nobody dies.
All right, speaking of drugs, we know that there is like an Adderall shortage. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but now there's an antibiotic shortage.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Which one is it?
Is it amoxicillin?
I think it's amoxicillin.
I just had Daviana on a round of amoxicillin for her ear infection, and let me tell you, everybody is sick now. All the kids, all those things are going around. RSV. I don't know if they treat RSV with. They probably do with antibiotics. Flu. You don't treat flu with antibiotics.
My kid was on it for a double ear infection.
Amoxicillin.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the story, but I think I read amoxicillin, and you know what the problem is?
That's one of the most common ones, right? The oral amoxicillin.
Well, the problem is that we've allowed all of this drug manufacturing to go offshore. Do you know what percentage of drugs are made in India, for instance? I mean, bring the stuff back. I'm on a couple of maintenance medications. All right. I'm on omeprazole, which is just acid reflux, and then I'm on the
Xanax.
I'm not on Xanax. I'm on the Crestor generic rosuvastatin.
I can't get my omeprazole because does insurance change around here? I can't get my stomach meds.
You can buy it at like.
I know,
store.
But they only give you like 3 months out of the year.
Yeah,
worth of
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Is that what it is?
They'll only give you like a one prescription for the year, and
What's
it's
my
like
stomach supposed to do the rest of the year?
What you do, just go to. Let me tell you what to do. And we have a weird health plan here, and they'll cover my Crestor 90-day supplies all year long. But for omeprazole, which is the name for like Prilosec.
Yeah, stomach acid thing.
So it's acid reflux pills. So our insurance will only pay for like 90 pills for the whole year. And it's like, well, wait a sec. What about the other 260 days out of the year?
Get used to being nauseous.
Yes. But what you do, let me tell you to circumvent
That's
this.
the only medication. If I don't take it, I feel like crap.
Well, let me tell you what you got to do. And folks, I do this.
I'm old.
And if you don't have a prescription plan that allows for omeprazole for the acid reflux to be covered year round, just go to GoodRx. I'm telling you.
Oh, online?
Yeah,
Okay.
go, put it on your phone, get GoodRx, either go to the website or get the app on your phone, and then type in omeprazole. I take 40 milligrams of omeprazole.
Whoa, hardcore.
But I only do it once every other day. I don't need to take it every day. I can take it every other day. And with Publix and the GoodRx coupon, I can get 90 days filled for like $20. It's like, I don't know, $18.50 or $20. It's no problem at all.
Wow, are we an older morning show? We're talking about our prescriptions and acid reflux.
Dude,
and our hot hits are me rubbing a sciatic.
Listen, it's not an old thing.
I know, I'm
there
just
are
kidding.
plenty of people that need acid reflux medication.
I definitely do. I'm all refluxed up.
You're all fluxed up.
Go reflux.
Yeah. Flux you.
Yeah. It's really a fluxed up situation.
It really is fluxed up. Did I interrupt myself?
You interrupted yourself.
The
this time?
hangover, the drugs. Oh, it's amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin.
Yeah, so we found this, and Festo, I had it where I wanted it to be. Why'd you touch it?
I didn't touch it.
You did touch it.
I did not.
You touched it.
Maybe I did.
I know you touched it because I had. So the common antibiotic amoxicillin is in short supply.
Okay, let me get a little. So in this story that I read also, it says that it's because of RSV.
That's true.
COVID
Yep.
and flu. But wait. Aren't you supposed to not treat viruses with penicillin with antibiotics? Right? Aren't antibiotics for bacteria driven?
Typically, but there are some antibiotics that give it for viral issues. But typically, you're right that antibiotics are more for bacterial versus viral. But amoxicillin is in short supply. All right. Which beloved American actor we have found out was the target as well of the maniac that cracked Nancy Pelosi's husband over the head with a hammer? Stop. Hammer time.
If you say Rick Moranis, I'm going to be so upset.
Yeah, so hold on.
No, he already had his. He was already attacked in Central Park.
So the guy that attacked Nancy Pelosi's husband had a hit list of other people he was after?
Jizz.
Oh, my gosh.
He did. This came out yesterday. The Nancy Pelosi husband attacker, Paul Pelosi, he's had a rough year, man. He was drunk driving out of Napa, smashed his brand new Porsche into a 2014 Jeep, sent that guy to the hospital.
Yeah.
Paul Pelosi, Nancy's husband, wrecked a brand new Porsche Turbo, like $180,000 car. It was up for auction, actually, a salvage job. The car only had 2,500 miles on it. It was brand freaking new. And Nancy Pelosi's husband, driving drunk, smashed into another car.
It happens.
Anytime a DUI accident's not the worst thing to happen to you all year, that's a bad year.
But here's the deal. This David DePape was in court on the state charges. So he was already hit with federal charges as well. This guy is going to be put away for a long, long time. So this David DePape, he's the guy that cracked Nancy Pelosi's husband over the head with a hammer after he broke into the home in San Francisco. And David DePape apparently told investigators, and this was revealed in court yesterday, that he wanted to go after other celebrities and notable people. Mr. DePape said in a police interview hours after the attack that he had other targets, including the California governor, who is Froggy.
Jesse Ventura. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I know. No, I don't know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was a former California governor.
What's his name?
Gavin Newsom.
I never got
Yeah, I know. All right, so he wanted to go after Gavin Newsom, the current California governor.
California.
He had Hunter Biden on the list. Apparently, he wanted to kidnap Hunter Biden.
Take his laptop.
To talk about the corruption in Washington.
Okay.
And here we go. Which Hollywood star?
Ooh, give us a hint.
Big.
Big Star?
What?
You know, I
just
don't
said
even know the
Big
name of the redheaded kid. I mean,
No,
Roxanne,
no.
just give it away.
I
I didn't.
I
What
was
does
gonna
that mean?
I was gonna come up with something a little more
obscure,
or a little bit more puzzle like.
All I was saying is like Big Star.
I was
Big.
gonna say like FedEx plane crash.
You're just gonna give it away with Tom Hanks?
Yes, there it is.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. So and of course after the FedEx plane crash, that was a harrowing scene. And that what was it called?
How about you could have done this?
Wasn't it called like Talk to Volleyball?
No, what was the name of the movie? What was it called?
Castaway.
Castaway. So I mean, that was a harrowing scene with that crash of the FedEx plane.
That was a harrowing beard he grew.
Why did FedEx? Why did they want because they had to get permission for that? Why? Because remember, he was a FedEx employee that was deadheading.
FedEx got so much. The boxes were in the movie the whole time.
I know, but still, I mean, really?
Listen, planes crash, man. That's what it goes.
But do you?
I mean, what goes up must come down.
Who at FedEx said, "Yeah, this is a great idea. Let's show one of our planes crashing. Our 2 pilots die.
One of our captains dead on the beach.
Exactly.
Take his shoes.
All right. Anyway,
wait a minute. You could have done. What did Tom Hanks scream when the guy stepped on his wife? Will you give us some space?
Was that it?
Was that him?
Well, Tom Hanks was on the list. This guy wanted to attack Tom Hanks as well. What did Tom Hanks do?
He's given us nothing but enjoyment and pleasure for years.
I think, listen, occasionally Tom Hanks gets a little activist-y, just, with some of his opinions.
Yeah, but not hitting the head with a hammer activist.
I don't have any hatred for Tom Hanks.
Isn't he one of those celebrities that will take take pictures with you or jump in your pictures?
He is such a narcissist that he thinks every person wants to be photobombed by
we
him.
went to that wedding of that couple.
I don't think it makes him a narcissist.
Okay, he goes to some hoity-toity resort and there's, several weddings that weekend. He'll deliberately walk past the altar.
Here. I'm Tom Hanks.
I think it does make you a narcissist when you're like, oh, these people get such a kick out of me.
I'm going to ruin this wedding.
No, Rita, they want me to go.
Rita.
I'm going to walk right down there.
I don't think Tom Hanks is a narcissist because he shows up. He wants to spread some Wilson the volleyball joy. You know what he does? And at every wedding he goes to, he takes a knife and he slashes his palm, gets it all bloodied up, and then he puts it right on the wedding cake.
Oh.
That's what he does at these weddings that he crashes.
And then Colin Hanks kicks over the DJ table.
Doesn't he have another son who's like a degenerate?
Yeah, the Jamaican one.
Well, he's
Chet, or not Chet. I can't think of his name.
Chet.
I think it is Chet.
Chet, yeah.
Your name.
But the guy wanted to hit Tom Hanks over the head with a hammer too. He wanted to attack Tom Hanks.
I want to hit Tom Hanks' son Chet with a hammer.
All right, stop. No, you don't. I have a confession to make, folks.
Oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I knew it.
What did you know?
It's a wig.
Not a wig. I've seen it wet. It's not a wig.
Just kidding.
All right, here's the deal. I have a confession to make, and I hope this doesn't anger anybody.
It will.
You think it will? Do you even know what this confession is?
No.
You don't even know what this is?
No, but I'm sure it will anger someone. Somebody will be angry about
But you
it.
can't give it away.
All right, the terrible, awful story of Ellen DeGeneres' DJ.
All right, this is sad news, man.
It is. It's terrible news. Listen, there's no joke here. I'm just confessing something. I had no idea who this guy was. I never heard of his name. I never saw him. I had no clue. I had no idea. Because listen, I'm not an Ellen DeGeneres fan. I never watched her show. So I didn't know that this DJ Steven Twitch Boss, what was his name? Steven Boss, and his nickname was Twitch. Is that it?
Twitch was his DJ name.
Dude, I saw the headline pop up, Twitch is dead, and I'm like, I got to go on my Twitch account.
Yeah.
What happened to Twitch?
I thought it was the app too.
I thought it was the app.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
So
Never heard of him.
let me tell you, you are going to make some people mad with that, MJ, because the amount of texts I have received over the last 3 hours wanting to know when we are going to talk about this, because people come to us to get their feelings out about something. They're destroyed over this.
All right, here we go.
Not knowing somebody's not going to hurt anybody's feelings. It's like if you say something bad about them, that's different.
I'm not saying anything bad. It's just a tragic situation. Apparently he committed suicide by a gunshot. In a crappy motel.
It's awful.
Out in Los Angeles or the LA area. He was found. He checked into motel. What's the name of this place?
Hell?
No, I had the name of the hotel here anyway.
8?
But you know what? I don't mind going to phones on this, but I had no idea who he was.
Well, you didn't watch the Ellen show.
There's no sin in not knowing who somebody is because you're just not into their work.
You're doing the Schnitt show then, so you've never seen it.
But apparently a lot of people know who this guy is, and you're saying that a lot of texters wanted to comment on this?
Yeah, they're waiting. They're literally like, have you talked about it yet? Have you talked about it yet?
And I'll tell you what. Well, we're talking about it now. Let's go to the phones. If you want to talk about this DJ Steven Twitch boss who checked into a motel and then his body was found.
So can I ask a question? Does anybody in here watch Ellen? Was he the DJ all the way to the end of the show?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Was he depressed because he was off TV?
Well, every time Ellen comes out dancing, he would play the music. They'd point at each other. He'd interact with her.
Did he have no job after Ellen ended the show?
He was on TV for 20 years and then nothing?
Is this Ellen's fault that he did?
Ellen, this is your fault.
You would think he could get something else.
Let's go to the phones. All right, 800-990-1047. Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047 if you want to comment on the Ellen producer. And I guess he was made like an executive producer as well.
Executive producer stripes on this.
Executive producer, and he was this DJ. He was on air, I guess, but I'd never seen him. If you want to comment, any thoughts, anything to say about this, it's a terrible story. And listen, it just shows that there are people that... There are people that obviously have issues, and I heard someone saying, this is so true, you have no idea what's going on in other people's lives. You don't know if things are bad, if they're just putting up a front. All right, so any thoughts, any words you want to say regarding this Ellen producer, Steven Twitch boss, the number to call in is 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Hey, guys, I just found out early yesterday evening that somebody that I know was found dead in a local hotel room.
Great.
Yesterday.
Jeez, I'm sorry about your loss.
Nobody that you guys know. It's, somebody that I've known over the years. I had not seen him in quite a while, but, we had gone out to dinner, friends of friends. We'd been to the house, and we found out that someone that we know was found dead in a Westin hotel room locally. And I'm like, what the? I mean, I was shocked to hear it.
All right, well, listen, people pass away all the time. If it was a difference, I think, when somebody so young takes their life.
Yeah. How old was he?
40.
Okay, so I mean, I can't even tell you. The text lines are blowing up. There, I can't even keep track of all the ones I'm trying to read to you.
Anybody angry that I didn't know who he was?
No, everybody's fine with that. But people are saying he had other jobs in Ellen. He was going to be a judge on So You Think You Can Dance. He had a clothing line with his wife.
Oh, man.
It just is like, yeah. And I mean, I saw a video that I believe was either that day or very recently of him and his wife doing a little dance on social media. And I think it is just a reminder, like some of the happiest people that give you the most love in their expression and towards you maybe are just battling things inside that you don't know.
All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Let's grab Christy, Town and Country. Hey, Christy.
Hey, how are you doing?
We're doing well. So your thoughts on this Steven Twitch boss?
Yeah, well, I was shocked when I heard about it this morning, but I knew he was on Ellen, but that was not, I think, his biggest accomplishment. I think that may be where he's known more to those who watched Ellen. But he had been on So You Think You Can Dance many, many years ago.
Okay.
And he came in like fourth. Then he hosted it last year, and he was also in the movie Hairspray, the redo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's in there. You can see him dance. I mean, he didn't have a big part, but he was one of the...
And Christy, were you a fan?
Yeah, I was. I was a really big fan, especially I've watched So You Think You Can Dance since the beginning. And he was a great dancer, and he also came back as like the all-star. And, if you know anything about that, they have different people who dance with different people.
Yeah,
I
love that show. I
get it.
The celebrity one, and he'd come back and judge that, and then he was a permanent judge of the reboot after the COVID.
Yeah, he was with Ellen from 2014 to 2020.
Thanks for the call, Christy. I appreciate it. So he was found by a maid at the Oak Tree Inn in Encino, California. Ugh, that's not a way that you want to go in the Oak Tree Inn with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Encino. Isn't that where Pauly Shore's from or something?
No, but that is where he found a caveman.
Yeah.
Encino Man.
Hi, it's the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Cheryl in St. Pete. Go ahead.
I was just calling. I get a little emotional over it. I remember he came on as a contestant on So You Think You Can Dance, and he won. And then he came back, and he was also one of the judges, and he was one of the dancers that danced. He also met his wife on that show. She was a dancer, so that's how he met her. And they have 3 kids.
Yeah, wife and kids, and then he offs himself in a seedy, junky-looking motel. I mean, in
very sad.
Yeah.
It makes you think that, because my husband was with mental illness, and he's not here. But you never know what people are dealing with.
And that's what people say. You never know what's really, people that you might think are happy, you never know what's going on in people's lives. And it's a shame.
Obviously, there was something that he was hiding. And they hide it behind, maybe his career, drinking. You just don't know how he was.
Why was he out of the house? Why was he not with his wife and kids? Why was he at this junky motel? Just a lot of questions. Thanks for the call, Cheryl.
All right, thank you. Have a nice holiday. Bye-bye.
You too, thank you. Tracy's in Spring Hill. Hey, Tracy, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Hey.
Hold on, Tracy. Let's let your cell kind of stabilize here. Try it now, Tracy. Now, hang on a minute. Tracy's cell's all kaput up in. Tracy, can you hear us?
No. Yes, I can hear you.
All right, it sounds like you might have gotten a better cell. All right, Tracy, go ahead.
Okay, Sketch is a dynamite dancer. He was on Celebrity Game Face with Kevin Hart, and he was totally awesome. Him and his wife had this dance and everything. There was a little boy next to me, my neighbor, who tried to do the same dance as Sketch. And we were laughing because he was just perfect, this little kid. But the reason I'm calling is you guys are totally awesome.
Thank you.
I listen to you every day on my way to work. I just feel sorry for Sketch's wife.
Okay, his name is Twitch. It's not Sketch. It's Twitch. I know you're a big fan, but his name is Twitch, not Sketch. It's awfully Sketch that you think his name is Sketch.
Right. All right, Tracy.
Thanks for listening to the DJ Morning Show.
Hey,
okay.
Tracy, thanks for.
I know you're a huge fan, but you got his name completely wrong.
Hey, Tracy.
All right, I mean,
Rachel and Faster and
thank you for listening.
Toad.
Let her go.
Thank you,
Let her
Tracy.
go.
Have a good day, Tracy.
Goodbye.
and DJ. Yeah.
Completely wrong. I mean, it's not like
I love Sketch.
I mean, not like she said her name is Twig. I mean, I would at least had the TW in it.
Ashley.
Jesus.
She likes us.
Ashley's in Brandon. Hey, Ashley, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Maybe
Hi.
she likes us. She doesn't even know what she's listening to.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. Go ahead, Ashley.
I love her.
So I just want to say he really was such an amazing guy. Even on the Ellen DeGeneres show, he was just always so happy, and it kind of made me wonder if something his family knew something was going on because his wife had ran to the police station with knowing he didn't take his car, it had concerned her that much that she ran. And they had just celebrated their 9-year wedding anniversary a few days ago.
Oh, wow.
He was posting TikToks 12 hours before all this happened. You would have never known.
Yeah, what caused this? That's the big mystery, is what went south in this guy's life for this to happen. All right.
You never know.
Yeah. Ashley, thank you so much for checking in.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Let me grab one more. I think I know
He
who
was
this
in
is.
Magic Mike, too, by the way.
Oh, he's in Magic. Really?
He's had a decorated career. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I never saw Magic Mike. I've never seen that. Let me grab one more call here, and I think I know who this is. Is this Ari from Orlando that I know?
Hey, it is. How are you?
Hey, Ari. I've known Ari for years. He used to be, a bigwig at Disney, and now he's a consultant. Ari, it says on the screen you met Twitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I just sent you a text of my son and him just 3 years ago.
Hang on a minute. Let me go to my phone.
Nicest guy. My son dances competitively. He, he is an inspiration, or was an inspiration to so many kids, so many dancers.
Wow. Hey, Ari, do you mind? Can I hold up the picture of your son in Twitch to the camera?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, folks, I'm going to hold this up to MJTV right now, And this is Ari, my friend who is on the phone now, his son with Twitch from Ellen DeGeneres. This is how long ago?
3 years ago, just in
Here we go.
2018.
All right, I'm holding it up to the camera right now. Ari just texted me this photo.
That's cool, man.
Look at this.
Yeah, MJ, you just never know what's going on with somebody.
No, don't.
That's
so sad.
Crazy.
It's really sad. It's really sad. And, he called out my son. He sat down with us, and he's all around the nicest guy. And like you said, you never know. It's just crazy.
Yeah, all the reports are he was like one of the greatest guys.
Yeah, he was one of those you could literally just walk up, say hello. He'd sign an autograph. He'd talk to you. Just what you saw on TV, his personality is exactly what you got in person. So it's just crazy.
I wonder if we'll ever really find out what was the demon or what caused this guy to do what he did to himself in a seedy hotel in Encino, California. All right, Ari, we got to catch up soon, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Take care.
Man, thanks for calling in. Yeah, I've known Ari for, 15, 18 years. I love when he worked for Disney. He was one of the managers at Disney when the kids were growing up.
He was the hookup.
Dude, let me tell you right now. Meet me at the front gate, and that was private tour all the way through everything at Disney, man.
Nice.
Who do you know at Disney now, MJ?
Nobody.
Damn it.
Zero.
Who does Ari know?
Bupkis.
Who does Ari know?
No, not Ari. It's Ari.
Who does
All
Ari
right?
know?
All right, 9:25 at the MJ Morning Show. I'm running a little late here, but it was worth it. We have the Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets to give away right now. We've got second row seats, 4 of them, a 4-pack of row 2 seats for Trans-Siberian Orchestra for this Sunday at Amalie Arena, 2 different shows. Let's go. Caller number 50 right now, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047 for Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets right now from the MJ Morning Show. Caller 50, 800-990-1047. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show. I want to tell you about my good friends at... Running a little late here, so we got a lot to cram in the final minutes of the MJ Morning Show here on this Thursday, the second to last live show of the year. Tomorrow's our last live show. Oh, man, I had the crotchety old man thing queued up in the machine, and we didn't get around to it.
Oh, darn it.
Because I've got 2 more Christmas crotcheties, so maybe I got to double up tomorrow.
Could you, double header tomorrow?
Maybe, well, I don't know about double header. I'll do one early and one like midway or late.
That's a double header.
No, a double header would be back to back.
But they always have a little bit of a break time to go.
Yeah.
That'd be a twofer.
You know what I was looking at?
That's right, twofer.
Yeah, I was looking at the New York Post, and man, they got a ton of stuff on here regarding the whole Meghan Markle and Prince Harry deal, this whole Netflix situation.
Well, today's the day because it dropped yesterday or last night.
Well, the last 3 episodes, and
Right.
apparently all the dirt's like in the last 3 episodes, I guess.
Oh, God, they're really stringing you along.
No, they are. This is like a big old string job here. So, in fact, I'd like some string cheese right now for the string along job.
I love string cheese.
Yeah, me too. All right, now, Prince Harry reveals the pact that Prince William broke about negative press. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle reveal the moment the royal family turned on them. Prince Harry accuses the palace of leaking Canada move. Harry and Meghan accused of treason following the latest attacks on the royals.
Treason's an awfully strong word, isn't it?
Why would they want to attack the Kansas City baseball team?
I mean, I'm about to say.
That's what I want to know.
I get it.
I'm not a big fan of the Royals.
So all kinds of stuff. A lot of people, I guess, chatting about this whole Prince and Meghan Markle deal. And what else was there? Harry, the palace lied to deny William bullied them out of the family.
It's not true.
And lose.
So that's one of the claims is that William bullied Harry and Meghan Markle out.
Listen, you little prick, you. I want you out of this kingdom.
You know, my wife, Michelle, she does not like that Meghan Markle at all. My wife says that I can't even use the word that my wife calls her.
Well, she really put a wedge.
She's a royal digger. I ain't looking for no broke royal digger.
All right, what was Roxanne going to say? Go ahead.
She really, I did like the royal digger, but she's really putting a wedge between Prince Harry and his brother. I mean, your relationship with your siblings is very sacred. And that's one thing, in our house, we don't mess with each other's siblings.
Until Evelyn gets the throne.
We were there for each other when Mommy died.
Daviana becomes fifth in line all of a sudden. I mean, second born in the royal
Second born
family.
in the royals is like garbage.
That name Daviana, it just sounds like a very entitled woman.
It sounds like a big name.
Daviana.
It's
maybe like some kind of dragon rider in Game of Thrones or something.
Well, sure,
I
people
don't
are going to
know.
call her like Davi. Wait, that's
no, people call her Davi, but no, it's a big name for a little girl.
Lots of stuff circulating on this whole royal thing in the final 3 episodes of this Netflix Harry and Meghan thing dropping. The other thing, when does Avatar open up?
Man, people love that movie.
I don't get it,
I don't
guys.
understand it either.
Let me tell you right now, I despise the first one.
Well, I was talking to my friend. They're like, "Are you ready for Avatar 2?" I'm like, "Ew, no." And
No,
he's like,
no.
What is so amazing?
This
I'm
is
like,
what?
Really?
Is this 10 years now? I think it's like 10 years after Avatar.
Longer.
James Cameron is back with this sequel. When does it open up, Andrew?
Tomorrow.
So it does. So it's this weekend. Avatar opens this weekend. I ignored Avatar. I was repelled. When I would see the trailers or the commercials for the original Avatar like a decade ago, I just had no interest. I
remember you saying, "quote This looks like an avatar." I believe
maybe so.
The original came out in 2009.
Oh, really?
So it's been 13 years.
It's more than a decade.
Well, he's been diving for the Titanic for 13 years.
Here's the deal. So Avatar comes out. This is in 2009. I just had no interest in the thing. It kind of repulsed me. It's like, I don't want to see this. And then we finally watched it when it came out on DVD in my little home theater at home. So this is months after the movie was in the box office, in the theaters. And I get the DVD, I watch it, and I felt even worse after I don't even.
Dude, you saw it?
I don't even think we finished the whole thing.
Why do people say it's amazing?
I hated the movie. I hated Avatar. I have no interest in this new Avatar, The Way of the Water. Avatar, The Way of My Trash Can. I have no interest. I know that people love this thing. It was a huge smash. It made a fortune. And now I guess the estimates are a 150 million to 175 million opening weekend in 4,100 North American theaters.
What
is what's expected? Yeah, 150 to 175 million dollar opening weekend.
Is it gonna? It's like a cartoon still.
It's
sort
like
of.
CGI, like all the added effects. And
I had this visceral hate for this. Did
you see it, Fester?
No, it's like watching like adult Smurfs.
Have you seen Battlefield Earth?
No, missed that one too.
It's better.
So, do you care to guess how long the movie is?
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Oh, gosh.
You're not going to believe it. Okay, why don't you guys do a mountain climber game?
I'm looking at the screen. I see it's 3 hours and 12 minutes long.
All right?
I
How-
3
how painful is
hours
that?
and 12.
What?
Now, hey, listen, I don't mind a good mobster movie. I don't mind like one of these like
Yeah, I better hear Ray
casino.
Liotta doing a voiceover during the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't mind that, man. But 3 hours
This is
and 12 minutes.
6-part
Okay,
Netflix
I will
series.
stump you now with some James Cameron trivia.
Yeah, what's that?
Avatar, coming in at 3 hours and 12 minutes, is 2 minutes shorter than James Cameron's longest movie. Do you know what that is?
Titanic.
All right, when I said I would stump you, I apparently was wrong because it is Titanic.
Titanic was that long.
I don't remember that being that long.
Stump me. All right, so Jay Leno was on the Today Show, and Jay Leno had his pal, who I guess put his face out, and just talking about the fire. And Jay Leno's lucky that he's not burned to a crisp, like he's not still in a burn unit.
First of all, Jay, I'm just so happy to be sitting across from you.
Well, thank you. I'm afraid I had to get on fire to be on the Today Show. Thank you.
I mean,
He's pretty funny.
He is.
That's right. I mean, he used to run that station. Now he has to burn himself
The
to get on the
most
show.
unfunny time he was when he hosted the Tonight Show.
Well, when he did his first stand-up act just like a week or so ago, and he was captured by the paparazzi going into the place where he was doing the stand-up at a comedy club, and he's like, yeah, we got 2 shows tonight. We got regular and extra crispy.
Oh, my gosh. Breaking news.
What?
Did you see what he was wearing?
What, jeans?
Oh, he was wearing like
A
a
suit jacket.
He was wearing like a sport coat and a nice shirt. He wasn't wearing his blue jeans with the blue jeans shirt.
Well, it was a 1907 white steam car. So the fuel line was clogged. So I was underneath it trying to clog. And I said, blow some air through the line. Let's see if we can clear. And then a line, and then boom, and suddenly, boom, I got a face full of gas. And then the pilot light jumped and my face caught on fire. And I said to my friend, I said, Dave, I'm on fire. And Dave, okay. I said, no, Dave, I'm on fire.
And then Dave puts the fire out.
I couldn't even see his face. He downplays it all, but I'm telling you, he was really engulfed. I couldn't see his face.
It was on fire?
It was a wall of fire. I just grabbed him. He was just under the car. I grabbed him by the head and I pulled his head into my chest.
I thought it was a bad Tinder date. I go, what's going on?
Thought it was a bad Tinder date.
I wonder if he burned his favorite outfit. That's why he's not wearing it.
He has multiple of them. He's like a millionaire, like 1,000 times.
I guess he has a closet full of those outfits. But there you go. So Jay Leno, and he's lucky. So his very good friend that works with him in the garage saved him and put his face out.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Branford Masalis.
I don't know if he has like the world's best plastic surgeon or what, but if you told me, was he burned or wasn't? I see no scarring.
Yeah.
No disfigurement.
I'm guessing he has some makeup on, and I'm guessing if you look closely, you could still see some of the remnants, but could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Went into the bathroom to look at Jay, and I
What'd
said,
you think?
Oh, it was, like I say, he downplays that, but it was horrific. It was a scary thing. It doesn't take a genius to figure out, call 911. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
How would you describe what he looked like to you?
It was horrible. It was horrible. In fact, he asked me, how do I look? And I think I said, not good.
Oof. There you go.
I'm going to give back to the community, and I'm going to give them the skin from my chin for skin grafts to give the burn victims.
Jeez.
Gonna make a homeless shelter out of my face skin.
I like Jay Leno. Hopefully Jay is going to recover, but it doesn't look like he has any major...
I feel amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, guys. Anything else? Oh, the Taylor Swift situation. Ticketmaster is going to sell fans more Taylor Swift tickets after the pre-sale disaster.
Great.
Any word on Taylor Hicks?
Yeah, that's pretty funny though. We're giving away Taylor tickets. Everyone wants Taylor tickets. We're giving away Taylor tickets.
One night only.
We have the most Taylor tickets. We're giving them away, and then a private Taylor show, and then you show up and it's Taylor Hicks from American Idol. Hey, what's up? I'm Taylor Hicks.
You guys really remember me.
Yeah. So Ticketmaster's they're gonna give a select group of Taylor Swift fans a second chance to buy tickets.
Whatever.
So it's gonna be some small little group. It's not gonna even remotely satisfy all the people that were screwed. Yeah, we'll see. Anything else, guys, before we shut things down today?
I think that's it.
Yeah, tomorrow, last show of the year live.
Yep, last live show of the year, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, folks. Website, always stuff at mjmorningshow.com. If you missed any of the show, listen back to the podcast. We're on all the major podcast services. All you got to do is search for MJ Morning Show on Q105, MJ TV, watch MJ TV. Go to mjmorningshow.com and click on MJ TV, and you can watch the entire program once it archives pretty soon. And we have all the previous shows on video, so check us out. Many ways to listen to us live during the day when we're on live, and then many ways to listen to us after we shut things down. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.